Big W to Anon for just starting the stream off with a hype train. I don't know what is wrong with you guys. What is wrong with you, Anon? You know, whoever you may be, the world may never know. It's a mystery that will persist through the ages. Who could possibly ever guess who it could be? But thank you so much. And Sunflower, 200 biddies as well. Stop. Do not join in on the scam train. Do not fall for the scam train. Let's turn the music down a bit. Maybe we can go up a little bit, actually. Actually, no, it kind of looks okay.
So tasty.
Grass with the resub. Thank you very much for the resub. Love you too, Grass. Look at that. The sub baby has been born now. Congratulations to the sub baby between Grass and I. I don't know what it would be because, you know, sloths are not exactly known for eating grass, but I guess this sloth has evolved to. This is maybe the mega sloths of old did. The mega sloths of the ages gone by. I don't know. Who knows? Do paleontologists know what the mega sloth would have eaten? Aside from more than just like general herbivore shit? General just like anything green? Who knows? Welcome in everybody. Congratulations to Nat for getting first. I saw a bunch of you camping out in chat. Y'all are insane. People camping out in my offline chat is wild. Nothing goes on there. Nothing goes on when I'm on stream, and people still hang out in my offline chat for reasons that will continue to confound me. Congratulations again though, and hello to Justin, Sin, Milk, Sunflower, Nat, Samurai, Ultra, Mori, and Serial, and of course Enthash, and this anonymous fellow here, and anyone else who's in chat as well. Let me quickly scroll through and see who else we've got here. All the daily naps, the chat just gets kind of flooded. I need some better way of knowing who exactly is here. Maybe that's something I can program. I've got ideas for many things I like to program, but my energy has kind of been rock bottom lately. As it's kind of been evident, it's been hard for me to even go live, let alone actually, you know, do more than that. Hello, Sai as well, and Grass, of course. Can't believe I didn't say hi to Grass, and Grass literally subbed to me. SMH my head, Scuff streamer here. Here we go, actually. Let me go. No, I copied the wrong thing, god damn it. Where's my other thing? Here we go, here's my message for Twitch, for Twitter, that I had prepared earlier. Now that I have been forced to post. I posted on Blue Sky and I forgot to post on Twitter. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I should stop using Twitter. Nah, I don't care about virtue signaling like that. I'm just gonna post wherever the fuck I can. Please come watch me. I'll sell my soul. Boom, there we go. There we go. Now I've got Blue Sky and Twitter posted. You guys can all go like those if you want. It literally is, and you can follow me as well, even. I do nothing except post when I'm live, but, you know, maybe one day I'll do something. Just like I keep saying, one day I'm going to upload all of those YouTube shorts that Pluto has edited, but I'm just, I don't know, I'm a bit tired lately. Can you believe the sloth has been tired? It's crazy. W Anon. Avowed, huh? Why are we avowed? What is avowed? Who is avowed? Sai, answer us. I've been studying for 4 hours. That's actually a pretty fair effort. W Justin for 4-hour study break. Wazzy Ultra, it's good to see you. And thank you again for the biddy, Sunflower. Wazzy, I fucking love you. Love you too, Ultra. I'm so glad to see you again. We're so Wazzy Kabak. That is one word for it indeed. But hello, Justin. How's it going? Sunflower, pretty lady, Illy. Ultra, who would have guessed the sloth is chronically addicted to wilds? I'm like, I would not even call this an addiction. I enjoy playing it, but it has not gripped me in the same way that like Path of Exile 2 did. That was an addiction. I am fucking like scratching. I am picking at the skin, waiting for the next major content update in PoE 2, and then I'm going to be back to that. I'm going to be addicted. It might even retake stream. Who knows? It depends on what's going on there. It depends on if like Night Rain holds my attention long enough. But, you know, we'll figure that out. I'm just so keen for it though. It's going to be so fucking good. That's going to be an addiction all over again. That's going to be the... Actually, no, I was going to give some like gruesome details, but I keep worrying about what to say on Twitch. I was getting a little more comfortable with saying some kind of outlandish shit, but then, you know, after seeing Envy kind of get the can, even if it was for something completely irrelevant, it makes me kind of feel a little bit more mortal. The sense of invulnerability that I was beginning to develop has been greatly compromised. Welcome back, Wazzy. I will lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Sunflower. It's good to see you again. Hi, Sunshine. Nat... I read the exclamation marks as E's for some reason. I thought Ultra was saying Nate. I'm thinking to myself, is that the new name for Nat? Supreme Leader Nate. Yeah, that's wild, because here I was thinking her name was Nathaniel.
So tasty.
Kasai Fox. Kasai Fox, what the fuck is that? Kasai motherfucking Fox. What the fuck? What the fuck did you just do? What the what? Sigh! Hang on a second. Hang on. Give me one moment to close my door. I had it open because Scuttle was in my room, and I thought, oh, hey, if he wants to leave, then he can, but I need to close my door when I say, Kasai! What the fuck? What the fuck? My brother in Christ, you were already solidly #1 on the leaderboard. You were solidly #1 on the all-time gift leaderboard. There was no need for this. Jesus fuck. New hype train record. You had that copy and pasted. Were you in cahoots behind the scenes? Did Sai have this prepared for you? Did Sai let you know what is going on? I think that came through literally just as the hype train concluded. I think you missed the hype train by like a second, but yeah, it's a scam train anyway. Who cares? That's at least $3 in my pocket. That is at least $3, I think. So are you not meant to be saving up to go visit everyone in Europe, to go visit Mod Mum and Sunflower and everyone? Why? Do not spend your money on me. Spend your money on things that actually matter, like yourself for starters. And Wolf Steel, hello, welcome in. How is it going? Jesus fucking Christ, dropping nukes. Yes, that is one word for it. Just dropping a fucking tactical nuke in my chat. I've literally just come back. I go away for 5 days and this is what happens. Hello, Jeff Bezos. Welcome in. And Lawrence, good to see you as well. I don't even know who the fuck got it. People might be coming in because they got gifted one of the subs. Luna, thank you for getting your daily nap in as well. Lauren was one of the benefactors I see, yes. TT Timo Timothy Timo Timothy. True, 100%. You spit in facts. Spit your facts, my brother. Broski, you actually matter. Of course, I actually matter. Everything in the world is made of matter. I'm not gonna be that guy. Not gonna be that guy. We're putting away the nerd voice today. I've just returned. You all do not deserve the nerd voice, Warzy. You do not deserve nerd Warzy today when you've all been so nice to show up after I've been gone for like a whole fucking like nearly week. It is not that long in the grand scheme of things, I suppose, but as I've said, it is my longest unplanned break from streaming ever. You know, I've been streaming for a year and 2-ish months now. The only 2 times I've had breaks longer than this were both planned and both like literally holidays. Like one was when I went overseas on a holiday. The other was when I took Christmas off because you know, I have family and shit. Banana? We love Sai. We do. We fucking love that. I'm gonna call him a silly fox. We love that fox. I love that fox. One day I'm gonna meet Kasai. I'm gonna break his back in the biggest fucking hug he's ever seen. I made people sub-nuke Vi. Now I make sub-nuke Wazzy. This is a threat. You do not want to cross the guy who is applying for tech jobs. You do not want to know the salary of some of the places that I could work at. Maybe, potentially, probably not, but still, who the fuck knows? You don't want to know what I could do, alright? I did say, there was one job I was applying for that I unfortunately did not get, but it had a amount of money that made my eyes water. And I said, if I get this job, watch me go Kasai on all the people that matter to me. I'm going to pull a Kasai on people. That is literally a verb now. Just pulling a Kasai. Was he acting like we don't care about him? Was he acting like he is struggling to understand banana? Was he acting like he is struggling to comprehend and process, you know, like 28, nearly 29, nearly 29 years of trauma and, you know, self-loathing. As much as it is quite difficult to erase that in any small period of time, you guys have definitely accelerated the process, I cannot lie. The amount of love and support that I continue to have on this channel continues to just blow my fucking mind. Look, I'll be in the Walcott candy. No! No, I said no! I said not to eat that! Lauren, get under the rug! Back under the rug! Wait, I took the rug away, didn't I? Maybe this is my fault. Maybe for taking away Lauren's rug, I am forced to face the consequences, and those consequences are that she's eating all my wall cotton candy now. You're moving like a supreme leader, huh? Dropping nukes as you wish. That is a banger quote. Absolute banger fucking quote there. Good job quoting that, actually, Ultra. Fantastic. Okay, of course we're going to bring up quote 288. That was unnecessary. I've come back to streaming and I'm immediately greeted in the first 15 minutes with quote 288. We can't get past it. Quote 288 is the new, like, quote 21. Is it quote 21? God, it's been so long that I've forgotten. I love how you can basically denote the people in chat, I guess like the wave of chat, the generation of chat. Generation is what I'm looking for. You can denote the chat generation by what quotes get spammed the most. Like quote 288 and quote 289, they are the new quote 21. They are the new quote 21 and quote 27. Yeah, there was days gone by, I would not be able to go through any stream without quote 21 and quote 27 being used liberally, like every fucking time anything happens. Quote 827, wild. We're not quite there yet. Vi, welcome in. How's it going? Do we have a crash out counter in Vi's stream? Anyone in Vi's stream, if any mods are in Vi's stream, can we make a crash out counter so we can count how many times this man crashes out in For Honor? I'd like to know, but hello, how are you doing? You probably cannot hear me. You're probably just dropping your lurk. Dropping a lurk. I appreciate you for that. Am I open? Yeah, I do have him open. Actually, someone raided into him. I don't know who that was, so I've only got one tab open now. Who else was I lurking in? I cannot even fucking remember. I remember jack shit. Memory is optional these days. Who else is online that's kind of cool, kind of sexy? Who else deserves a lurk from a sloth that is just going to sleep wherever the fuck he wants? I don't know. None of these people are standing out to me as lurks. Actually, Saudi's online. Never mind. We're lurking Saudi. Saudi, my boy, my guy, my buddy, my pal. Also, I'm very sorry if I missed the message. Sai, did you answer why we are talking about Avowed? I'm trying to keep up, but chat has been moving at a blistering pace right now. The blistering pace of like more than one message per minute. But I'm a sloth, so it's understandable that I am somewhat slow. Thank you for the cheese as well. I just saw I got gifted a sub. Yes, Kasai Fox here, the insane man he is, gifted you a sub as well as 99 other people. To which I generally cannot express my gratitude, because expressing gratitude is something I struggle with, especially when it is, you know, giving me at least $3, as people have said. People have run the calculations. Mathematicians in my chat have been crunching numbers. NASA themselves have stepped in. And they have calculated that that was at least $3, which is kind of cool. $3, that gets like 60% of the way to buying me the donuts that I like. Actually, that's enough for one whole donut. Let's go. Who the fuck said I crashed out? Shut the fuck up. I don't. Shut up, I don't. Oh man, I love my fake out vanish command that only deletes the vanish command. It was initially a bug, but edits just ended up being like the funniest thing in my chat. The fact that you can just immediately like vanish, be like, oh, I'm just gonna like, you delete everything, and then it only deletes the vanish is just like the biggest fucking middle finger. It is the most unintentionally hilarious shit that I've ever fucking done. I didn't even mean to do it. Yeah, like, I'm not even that funny. It is literally just because of that. Now 100 more people can lick Wazzy. Based. I mean, no, do not do that. Based for the gifted subs. L, whatever the opposite of based is. Cringe for licking. Cringe is the opposite of based. I know my words. I broke Vi the other day. He ended up sounding like XQC. Bro, ask Vi. This is really fucking funny. Ask Vi for the picture where he looks like XQC. He will crash out all over again. It'll be fucking great. Wazzy, I think you're sexy as fuck and your voice is succulent. WN Thatch. Wazzy, don't worry about taking a break because I've also been kind of hella busy with life. Banana? Also been kind of hella busy with life. I think up until recently I've been able to get Twitch. Things have been moving, have been settling down. Okay, no worries. No worries, guys. It's alright if I take a break because Luna can't make all of the streams. There's a known fact that I only stream here for Luna. But nah, for real, like, I don't know. I took a little break because, like, life was getting me down. Job stuff was getting me down. And even when job stuff turned up, you know. Thank you for the cheese again. Jesus Christ, this is chaotic. Why do I even try to say my streams are cozy and chaotic? The coziness is way gone. We were cozy at some point during the Balatro streams, and now it is all just licking and cheese and bananas and people crashing out and quote 281. It's quote 288. Yeah, quote 288. There's nothing here that resembles anything other than just pure, utter, like, pristine, diluted, not diluted, distilled chaos. Distilled is the word I'm looking for. Diluted is the opposite of that. The cheese does not follow me. Your cheese misses because you spun me. Your inability to commit to a single redeem wastes half of them. Or is this like a game? Is this a game where I'm spinning and you guys are trying to time it so that it hits me? That is actually a good game. It's like, you know, the spinning Wazzy and you got to try and time the... Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. No, I see. It's not about the game. It is about just ensuring that we are as overstimulated as possible. Right, do I need to pull out stimulation clicker? Are you guys actually so incapable of having anything other than absolute chaos that I must return the stimulation clicker to fulfill all of your ADHD desires? It's not about the game. It's about the message. That is a good point. Hello, Thanubis. How are you doing? 287, what a banger quote. Half these quotes are absolute bangers, I swear. Mostly because like I purge all the ones that I do not think are good, but we have some really funny quotes in here, I think, personally. Some from me, many from other people in the community. Was he add clicker to the corner, please? No. Good was waiting for you to stream again? Well, I am very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm very sorry to anyone who like followed me during the Saturday stream. We had a really big stream Saturday. I got like 10 new followers or something, and then I fucked off like a whole week. So I'm very sorry to anyone who followed me expecting me to be as consistent as I normally am. My hat redeemed? Good. It was there for a little bit. People were throwing cheese at it, as they should. But hello, Revry, how are you doing? Crazy when your first message is not pull. It's like the fabric of the universe has been disturbed. This is not the natural order. This is not the way it is supposed to be. Also, I feel like I need to preface, or not preface, I need to say that if you do commands, that is only the Nightbot commands. None of the commands that you see there are the commands for StreamerBot. The StreamerBot commands are not like publicly documented, mostly just because, I don't know, I have not figured out how to do that yet. I don't think StreamerBot exposes an easy way for me to actually list all the commands. So, I don't know, I'll have to fix that eventually. I will figure that out and go from there. I have an idea on how to do it, I guess, but it's a pain in the ass. And I have been sort of just put off doing anything here. I haven't even been streaming much lately. Why is Wilds like lagging so badly recently? Not even recently, just like right now. I'm watching it just like jitter occasionally in the background. It's very annoying. I don't know what's causing it either. It just sometimes decides, yes, today I will shit the fucking bed. I'm gonna get into my lobby and I'm gonna see if that fixes anything. Wait, which one of these is mine? This one is mine. I cannot see sometimes. The chat is over it. The chat is over my game and therefore I cannot see what I am clicking on. Alright, I'm gonna make sure my lurks are all good. Well, one of my lurks is not good, in fact. Let me restart that. Let me refresh and make sure that's working. There we go. Got Vion in the background. I can enjoy him crashing out, even if I can't hear it, even if I can't even see it. I'm there supporting the crash out, basically. Look at these incredible graphics. Isn't this incredible? Isn't this just like, you know, the pinnacle of 2025? Wow, what the hell? Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? What the fuck are these graphics, dude? It's getting there. It is... Oh my god. Wow, it is not doing well today. Why is it doing so poorly? I was playing it offline the other day and it was totally fine. It's not even my GPU peaking. I do not know why. My GPU is fine, in fact. Whoop. Yeah, there's these big freezes for reasons I am not entirely sure. I'm not hitting any, what is the word? Nothing is hitting 100%. There's no bottlenecks as far as I can tell. It's just all fucked up, unless it's my RAM, but that'd be very strange. Well, my CPU is getting a lot of usage, but that's kind of a normal amount, and it's also not the bottleneck as far as I can tell. I think it's just having a tantrum, as usual. It is nothing new. Denuvo or Capcom's anti-tamper? Perhaps. It could be one of those funny things. Lurk, okay, for real now. I love you, Wazzy. Have an amazing stream. I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep doing amazing. Thank you, Sunflower. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Have a good lurk. I'm gonna fly to Australia just to bonk Wazzy for every time he's ignored my messages, then fuck off. Okay, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I am very sorry. There's been so much going on here. The urge to bonk Wazzy with like 25 subs, my mouse saved due to upcoming bill. Guys, how to make a new hype train record real quick. I'll do it again. I'll bonk Wazzy with another sub nuke next paycheck, but I must save money due issues that I'm getting stuff for. I won't say I have a kudos board linked or 2 shipped in my DMs. Let us do it. Allow us to send you kudos boards. Banana? Deal? I don't think he read any of my chats. Let me go back. Let me catch all the messages that Sunflower has sent, just so I am completely up to date. Welcome back, lovely Wazzy. I will lurk. I did read that one. W Sai, we love Sai. Hug Kasai. Lurk for real. Love you. Amazing stream. Love you. Proud of you. And you are doing amazing. Thank you. Okay, I'm up to date. I'm up to date. I'm very sorry. There was a lot going on in chat. You can't blame me this time, for once. I mean, you probably can still blame me, and that would actually still be very valid, but, you know, I'm going to still play innocent because that is all I do. This is rough. I don't know a lot of people... didn't a lot of people have hitching with the last update? Probably, maybe, potentially. Who the fuck knows? It is Wilds. Wilds has been an unoptimized, steaming pile of garbage for quite a while now. You took a break and now the game is angry. Yes, the game is angry that I was not streaming it long enough. It seems to be getting a little bit better. I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Yeah, it's the game itself, which is interesting. It's not actually my hardware that is capping out right now. It's just the game being horribly, terribly, insanely unoptimized. I might reboot it and see if that helps. Depends if I can actually run around for more than 5 seconds without it completely freezing. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is quite bad. Alright, we are going to... If it's going to let me, we're going to quit. I'll quit without saving. Because, I don't know, I haven't done anything in the game, actually. Let us quit, let us restart it, and let us see if that actually helps at all. He missed mine too? Unbelievable. Okay, wait, hang on. What's going on? You are a predator. I'm Stanima. We are not the same. But a predator must have stamina. Otherwise, he can never catch the prey. I'll die for the cringe, even if it means licking Wazzy. I mean, a weird hill to die on, but at least you've got like you've got a purpose. You've got something driving you. I guess that is something. Astral, welcome in. Hello, husband. How are you doing? Another banana? But just a week than a month couldn't be me. Yeah, true. How long was it between when I first watched your stream, Nat, and then when you next streamed? That was like a month, wasn't it? That was at least several weeks. At least like 2 to 3 weeks, if not a full month. Or more, perhaps. We both will. Deal. Sunflower can join too. Alright, everyone's... Oh, okay, great. Did not know that would happen. My webcam fell off. I guess that is other news. I have a webcam now. Ooh, why does the sloth have a webcam? What are his plans? I would have for interviews. Hate to break it to you. It is not for any plans to face cam stream in the near future, but it will be good when I eventually go to actually streaming with a VTube model, which is something I still want to do eventually. Every update makes the game get worse for me for this for some reason. Yeah, honestly, Capcom saw everyone complaining that the game is like running like ass, and they just said, "Oh, you think it's bad? You think it's bad? We're gonna show you bad. Get fucked, nerds." And they could like undo all the things they made it worse, and they'll be like, "Hey guys, look, we fixed it all," and it'll just be back to as bad as it was at release. But everyone will have forgotten at that point because it got so much fucking worse. Can others join the lobby? Yes, it will be open lobby. Usually I chuck open lobby in the title, and I'll pin a message shortly to talk about, or not to talk about, to give a link to join the squad that we are in. But I'll get to that when the game actually starts working. It is now validating. We're getting there, guys. Also, ignore the sloth activities here on the left. That is incorrect. The sloth activities for this week were not posted because there were no sloth activities planned this week. I was kind of thinking, yeah, when we get to Saturday, I will consider streaming if I am feeling good. And then yesterday, when I was playing with everyone in Repo, I was thinking, you know what? I miss everybody. I miss you all. I'm going to stream on Saturday. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling good enough, I should say. Probably not better. Better implies that I'm all better. I'm still quite tired and still struggling a lot, but I miss people. I wanted to, at the very least, go live today, tomorrow, and try to commit to the schedule again. I'm thinking about exactly how many days I'm going to do. I'm probably going to continue taking Wednesdays off and hanging out with Nat, just because that's something of a day off, and also I get to do crosscode, which I really enjoy. And thinking about what I'm going to do Fridays. I'm enjoying playing with everyone, but I'm not sure if I will continue streaming it. I'll see how I'm feeling when it comes to this Friday. I may stream it, I may not. I tried to cut my background FPS to 15, and that helped a lot. I did that for a while and I didn't notice a difference, except for the fact that whenever I tab out, which I do oftentimes when I am streaming, then the streaming experience gets worse. I'll try it again to see if that does help, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference, really. The Predator movies are very good. I've only seen the first one, I think. I don't watch too many movies. Hubby, hoi hoi, I missed that. I missed you. You were supposed to stay in the basement. No, you got it around the wrong way. You stay in my basement. Do not get this twisted. It was a while. It was a little while. It's the damn bananas. The bananas drive me away. True. Webcam, sloth only fans. It's the slowly fans. Don't leak the slowly fans. That's my source of income. Oh god, a webcam? No, be afraid. Nah, it's just mostly for interviews because people are just really fucking picky about everything you have to do in an interview. It's like, you gotta have a mic, you gotta have a webcam, you gotta be sharing your screen while coding. I'm just like, fuck me dead. The amount of effort I'm putting into these, Okay, hang on, Scuttle's trying to get out. You trying to get out? You trying to get out? Do you want to actually get out? There's the door. The door's open. You're scratching at the door. I've now opened the door for you. You can get out. You don't have to run away from the door now that it's opened. Alright, I'll open the door. I'm going to see if he actually goes out or if he continues doing whatever the fuck he's doing now, which is currently sitting on my computer. I don't like that. He might press the power button. He has done that before. There's one time he was literally lying on my computer and he pressed the power button. Thank God I was not fucking streaming at the time, but he just turned it off and I'm like, alright, well, now you're not allowed to stay on my computer when I am streaming. He looked at the power button as I said that. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. Does he know? Has he established some kind of link? Does he understand cause and effect to the point where he knows pressing the power button will make me boot him out? Okay, no, he's up and down. He's leaving. He's leaving the room. He's out. He's out. When how many HPG single player skills will translate into multiplayer? I will always solo in MH3, World, Iceborne, Rise Sunbreak. Never once played online with others. I mean, I find online to just generally be easier because aggro is being juggled more and yeah, the monster has more health to account for the fact there's more people dealing damage. But in general, unless the other people are really bad and using up all of the cards, it tends to just end up being easier. Because yeah, there's more health to account for the fact that there's more people dealing damage, but the fact that there is aggro being shared generally makes it much easier, especially for people who are playing like heavy bowgun or any other class that really appreciates not having to worry about what the monster's doing. It's less good for a class like Longsword, who actually cares about the monster attacking them, wants to get their combos off for optimal DPS. But I guess if you're playing something like HBG, LBG, maybe even Bow, although Bow's got their really broken dodge now that gives them stamina back, so maybe they do care about the monster attacking them. I want to try out most weapons. A lot of them look really fun now, so I'll slowly be learning all of them if I can be motivated to. Sloth Goth GF is more real than you would think. This is so fucking cursed. The Sloth GF OnlyFans. Yeah, coming soon to a OnlyFans near you, I guess. I mean, go Wazzy. Yeah, hashtag Sloth Empowerment. I want to watch some Repo now. Repo's good. Repo is fun. Want to unlurk? Welcome back, Ultra. I am back. It is good to see you again. Oh, you're licking me. It's not good to see you again. Everyone's dealing in. Yeah, you guys missed Blackjack, didn't you? Everyone missed Blackjack. Not like there are no other channels on Twitch that have this exact same Blackjack bot. I also find it more satisfying to play with friends. It's how I feel in 90% of games. Yeah, I mean, hunting with friends is one of the best things about Monster Hunter. While it is a fantastic game, and I think its single player components are more than good enough to stand on their own, it would definitely not be the game it is today if it didn't have such good multiplayer. Just the fact that you can play with anyone anywhere in the world and the game is going to work, and you're not going to actually really feel the lag is phenomenal. The way they have designed monsters so that they are largely independent of the host's ping is just so smart. Like, the monster's behavior is seeded at the start of the hunt. All players have that same seed, and the only things that actually change based on client-side inputs are when the monster is like staggered or knocked down, which is uncommon enough that you can actually get away with not noticing it. Like, many hunts, you will not even notice that there is any ping at all, which is very, very cool. Not even longsword, so that's cool. Speaking of world, I choked a Latreon solo yesterday. It was my best run with Great Sword. Very nice. You're doing it. You're trying to prove me wrong that Great Sword is not complete and utter trash against that monster. Is the Wazzy goated with the extra sauce? Always. Nah, Nat's the goated one. I'm the sloth one. I am the sleepy one, in fact. You can check down in my DM. Not my DMs. You can check in my description. There's a little Gojo edit. It says, amongst heaven and earth, I alone am the sleepy one. And that is true. That is real. That is me. Epic command fail. Oh, so if I say things in all caps, my message will get read. Got it. Yes, there you go. Did I miss other messages from you, Luna? Lasagna tonight for dinner sounds amazing. I don't know if I read that or not. I might have already forgot, but who knows. Lasagna sounds good though. I've not had lasagna in ages, but lasagna is a banger. Bow is super fun. It is. It looks fun, I should say. I said it is like I've experienced it. I've been told it is. Varney especially has continued to sell me on how good Bow is. And that kind of sounds cool. The way that the perfect dodge does, like, gives you so many iframes, but also gives you all of your stamina back so that you can continue dealing maximum DPS is very appetizing. Makes me want to sit down at the Bow table and order a full course meal. Insults always get seen. Insert I'm 14 and this is deep meme. She believed. He lied. Speeve. I remember the Speeve. Speeve was a classic. Thank you for the category change as well, Grass. I had not planned to yap this much. We'd planned on getting into the game, but the game does not want me getting into it. Yeah, it's the myth of consent. He's like, I consent. My computer consents. WildS does not. I'm already seeing some kind of hitches. I'm going to pretend they didn't exist and that this reset has fixed everything. I'm gonna cross my fingers and pray to the Monster Hunter gods. Every time I see a Repo clip, I have no clue what the fuck I was watching. Yeah, if you play Repo, you'll also have no clue what the fuck you're doing. Or at least I don't. Some people are very good at the game. The game has a lot of skill expression, which is interesting for a Lethal Company clone. Most of them kind of focus on being somewhat monotonous, focusing largely on atmosphere and horror. Not Lethal. Repo is just goofy. Repo is really fucking goofy and funny. Every Repo clip I've seen is fucking gold. I really need to play more of it so I actually know what the fuck is going on. Main thing I use Twitch for is making friends in Monster Hunter. That is a pretty based way to do it. I made some really great friends when I was much younger, before I streamed. When I was like 19-ish, I made a lot of friends through Twitch, playing Monster Hunter. I like playing Monster Hunter online. Hard monster multiplayer plus late at night equals good time. I have a group of friends IRL who I consistently play with. We've been playing Monster Hunter together since like 3U. And it's always just so much fun to just group up, play a shitload of Monster Hunter together, grind through the story together, do the endgame stuff together. And it is like this just collective challenge and effort, and it feels so much fun. It's so much fun. It feels so good when you actually achieve it. Is there Tangier Dungeon? I have not got Tangier Dungeon set up. I need to look into that, but I don't know how I feel about it. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. Oh, you're licking me. It's not good to see you again. That is a banger quote as well. Thanks to the HBG shield, I can even block constant beam attacks just like all other block weapons can, and HBG's clash is just perfect for me. Not to forget the large amount of mount damage HBG jump attack deals. HBG just says damage. It does not care about anything else. It does not care about your fancy dodges, your perfect blocks, your parries. It simply says, the monster cannot hurt me if it is dead before it gets to me. Okay, we are still shitting the fucking bed. This is actually astonishing. I do not understand how it is this bad. Like, I am looking at my GPU and CPU usage. It is non-existent. Like, it is not the problem. My GPU usage is hovering at around 80%, which is quite reasonable. My CPU usage is... my CPU memory is hovering at like 25% usage. GPU memory is at about 50%. RAM is sitting at 16 or 17 gigabytes out of 30.5. And my CPUs are at a bit of a 50% on most cores, but again, that's not that much. There's plenty more to go, basically, is what I'm saying, and nothing appears to be working. It does not care that it has this many resources, it just simply cares about shitting the bed. I wonder if it's enabled some dumb shit. Large amounts of graphical memory? You are not using large amounts of graphical memory. You are lying. You are not using it. I wonder, actually, if it is to do with upscaling mode. Because I usually have this on native AA. I have frame generation disabled because that always causes problems. Wait. There are still some lag, some frame drops, but it's suddenly gotten a lot better. It's no longer dropping to absolutely nothing. It's mostly better now. It could have just been because of the random shit that it's defaulted to. Oh, wait, no, it's shitting the bed as soon as I leave into the forest. It seemed to just be a problem with loading new areas, so maybe it's some kind of shader thing. Native AA is a lot easier on the graphics card. Well, the thing is, my graphics card is not even suffering at the moment. I'm wondering if it's just some kind of shitty implementation or perhaps some kind of weird Linux problem, but it just runs better for me. Even if it doesn't actually notably impact the performance on my GPU. And again, like, my GPU is not the problem at the moment. It has plenty of leeway. Okay, no. Really not happy here. It's the exact same problem. Exact same problem. The yellow loading orb in the corner around you makes it look like you're happy. I gotta say that in an Australian accent. The yellow loading orb in the corner around you makes it look like you're happy. People have said that it makes it look like I have a halo, so I think that is also correct. When we were playing Path of Exile, we had the health bar, not the bar, the health orb in the corner, and it looked like I had a nice little throne, which was quite nice as well. I'm sitting on my throne playing Path of Exile, just vibing to it. Oh, yeah, speaking of angels, speaking of thrones, there you go. Now I am a throne angel. Yeah, Reverie calls herself a throne, but you cannot throw her, so is she really throne? I'm 14 and this is deep. Okay, this is awful. This is insane. I would like to play Wilds, but Wilds does not want me to play it, apparently. I'm going to just like leave this for a minute. Maybe we just let it run around. Maybe it gets happy in the end. Maybe if I just spend fucking ages running through the entire game and loading everything, it'll be happy. We can try it at least. Yo, Toothless is vibing again. I use a 6800 XT. I'm using a 7900 XTX. And yeah, it is not perfect at this game, but usually it runs a lot better than this. It's just quite strange. I'm not seeing any problems with my GPU encoding either, so it is really not the graphics card that is causing problems. It is just the game. We were pretty certain of that just based on the fact that looking at my measurements, it's constantly sitting at around 80% usage, except for when this happens, in which case it just drops down to virtually nothing. It drops down to about 20% usage whenever the game freezes. So again, the game is really, really struggling to load things. It could be something to do with the RE framework patch, actually. I wonder, because there has been an update. I have heard that the RE framework patch can cause problems. So actually what we might do is quit without saving. I'll quit without saving, and I'm going to remove the RE framework patch just to see if that fixes things. And if it does, then I guess we need to update the RE framework patch. What am I meant to be removing? There is a file in here that I'm supposed to get rid of. Also realized we've had the music going, the Spotify going this entire time, and we've not turned it off. I considered it once we got into the game, but the game has not lasted long enough for us to actually want to remove it. Okay, dinput8.dll is what I've got to remove. I'll get rid of that. I'll reload and I'll see if it loads better now. Your CPU matters significantly more than your GPU. Games using like 80% of my 7800 XT. Well, it seems to vary a lot. Like some people are having bottlenecks on the CPU, some people are having bottlenecks on the GPU. Vi, for example, if anyone's not aware, Icy Violet, a good friend of mine, was in here just a bit earlier. He's been having massive problems and his GPU is the bottleneck. So it does largely just depend, it seems. I don't know what the comparison between his GPU and CPU is though. So it could be natural that his CPU is bottlenecking the GPU in other games as well. And he has been having a lot of other CPU issues regardless. So it could be that, it could be, I don't know. Could be the game, could be the CPU, who the fuck knows anymore. Shout out to Vi, love Vi, we all love Vi. Can you lower anything at all? Well, the problem is that it's not the game. It's not the fact that my settings are too high or something. I'm just going single player for now. Just to double check. But hang on, it's like actually going a lot better now. So it might have actually been the RE framework patch. It might not have been happy because I have updated the game, but have not updated the RE framework patch. So if this game runs fine, then I'm going to close it one final time, download the latest RE framework nightly patch, and then chuck that in here, and maybe all will be happy. I'm going to spoil it to Wazzy, because I want to shock him one day when I have it. What is going on here? Are people conspiring against me? What's good, Wazzy? How's Wilds been going for you? Hello, Thirsty. It's good to see you again. Wilds has been going. Going is one word for it, I suppose, because it has been just constantly freezing and shit. Whoa, hang on. Look at this, guys. It's suddenly going much better. So it was the RE framework. It was the RE framework DLL that was causing problems. I mean, it still runs like my fucking grandma, but this is significantly better. Wait, did I just speak too soon? Don't tell me I spoke too soon. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, game. I was being nice to you. Well, the one thing I'm noticing is this is now using up a lot more of my GPU, which is interesting. It was using up much less when I had the dinput8 patch in, but now it is running worse again. It's using up 100% of my GPU. It's maxing out, in fact, which is kind of crazy. Is there anything else I could be doing? Perhaps I could be closing some of my tabs in like Zen. I don't have that many tabs open, actually. So, damn. All right, this is interesting. I'm not sure what else I could be doing to make it happy. It might not be happy just because I'm streaming, in fact, because I know it runs fine when I am offline. When I'm offline, I have virtually no issues. It's mostly just when I stream that I guess it gets pushed over the edge by the fact that I'm using GPU encoding in OBS. It's like 95% fine. Maybe we go with this. Maybe we go get the dinput8 and chuck that back in so that it's fine again. Probably worth committing to that right before we just lock in for the night and do, I don't know, it's only going to be like 2 hours of hunting at this point if I close at the normal time. I'll have the link thing makes your head look, oh, we're past that. Head Had to think a little bit, but I remembered. I ordered the thing. Oh my god, what is this thing? Yay, the sloth back. Hello, Necron. The sloth is back. Sloth back for now. Sloth back for now, hopefully permanently. Hopefully we do not have to have another break. I'd very much not like to. And it's nice being back. I'm mostly just trying to work on my mindset for streaming. I think that's the main thing, is coming back and not thinking to myself that streaming is going to be an effort. Because I started streaming for fun, and for the longest time, streaming was genuinely just fun. I looked forward to it every day. I was happy to see everyone. I had more fun streaming than I did playing offline. But it sort of got to a point where I have a lot of pressure on myself to stream and to do well every stream. And I often think to myself that if I'm not doing well, if I'm not meeting these metrics that I set in my head, if I'm not getting, you know, good viewership or good follows or anything like that, then I'm wasting my time. And, you know, I put a lot of my value, my self-worth, into how I perform in streaming, which is very bad if you can believe it. Turns out it's not a good idea to, you know, tie all of your self-worth to external metrics. Who would have guessed? Not like I've spent my entire life trying to fix this. Just about 4 AM for me, so I gotta head to sleep and catch up another stream. No stress, thanks for stopping by, Laura.
So tasty.
MK! Holy fuck, 1 year!
Happy 1 year. Love you more than you know. THX for everything.
MK, so good to see you again. Thank you so much for the resub. 1 fucking year. I think you're the first person to hit a year now. I think you are the first 1 year subscriber. I'm like almost certain, in fact. So massive congrats on that. Look at that, you can show off your badge. Oh no, you can't because you got the first, so no one gets to see what the actual 12-month subscriber badge looks like. You guys will have to wait for someone who is not a founder to do that. Or just watch when I type in chat, because I have the badge. Because I get given shit for free for being the streamer. Probably most likely a CPU bottleneck is not though. My CPU is actually doing far better than my GPU. Like my CPU at the moment is at 30% usage. It is non-existent.
I can't help but want to
No, that's my, wait, no, sorry. That is my,
refrain.
that is my, my CPU's internal graphics card. My CPU itself is at like about 70% usage. So that is also like far from being bottlenecked. GPU is the bottleneck now. The other issue was just due to the RE framework patch, which I am going to actually reinstall. We're going to reinstall it with the latest version so that it does not cause problems. We'll see if they've released an actual stable patch in the past couple of days. And if they have, then I'll download that. Otherwise, we'll just go for like whatever the latest nightly build is. Okay, no. The latest RE framework was... This latest stable was released 2 weeks ago. And there has been a patch since then. Let us see here. I will grab... Yeah, I'll just grab the latest. The latest nightly build is probably fine. If it causes more problems, then I will simply delete it and we'll go with what we have. We'll download mhwilds.zip. You can't see this, obviously, but I will... You'll get to see it shortly. You'll get to see the results, I should say. De-input 8, chuck you in. We relaunch the game, and hopefully it doesn't freeze on us now. Anyway, let me catch up on chat again. Let me go catch back up. Shout out to Vi. W shout out to Vi. Lore. Reese's or Crunch Bar and Mr. Good Bar or Milk Duds. Gutsy, I'm going to level with you. I don't know what any of those are. Those are not Australian snacks. In Australia, we do not have that kind of confectionery. I've never had any of those in my life. Don't worry about it, Wazzy. Okay, yeah, there's never been a case in history where someone has said don't worry about it for something that was worth in fact worrying about, and therefore I am absolved of any worry. Can't believe the Wazzy's grandma slander. I was going to say that I don't even have a living grandma left, but I actually do have one. I have one grandparent left. This is my grandma on my father's side. I have not seen her in ages actually, because she lives a long way away. She's doing alright, I think. Alright, let's actually go into squad lobby. Now that we've potentially fixed things, it's not lagging, which is a good sign. So I'm guessing the latest RE framework patch has fixed it. I do remember reading that if you have an outdated RE framework patch, it can cause... Don't do this to me! Don't, every fucking time I say it is fixed, it starts shitting the bed again. This is potentially bad. We will see if it does this in-game, and if it does, then I guess we get rid of the RE framework patch. Or maybe I look to see if anyone has figured out which version is stable and not causing problems. Not the shitting on Grandma. Whack. Grandma runs a 3.8 40-yard dash. Those are certainly numbers. They're all numbers in the funny language of the Americans that I do not know how to convert into metrics. Basically, Hershey's with peanuts. I've never even had a Hershey's. Time to turn off the viewership gaming. I do that actually. I turn off the viewership. I catch it sometimes though, because like number one, it's impossible to avoid the urge to go and check it sometimes. And number two, I check my post-stream summaries because it's important for me to like understand how I'm doing, what games are doing good, what games are doing bad, and to sort of like vaguely track where I should be going. Habibi? What is Habibi? Just stream so you can hang out with the best chat ever? I mean, that's where I want to get to. That is exactly what I want to be at in my, not even career. Like, I want to make this a career, but I also don't want to be stressing out over it. It's a hard balance to find. Like, I want to be caring, I want to be trying and putting in the effort to grow as a channel and as a streamer so that I can eventually make this a career. But at the same time, I don't want to burn myself out in the process. So it's hard to find that sweet spot of I'm enjoying myself, but also not burning myself out. Most important thing is your well-being, mate. If you need a break, take a break. I know, I'm working on telling myself it is okay. You can turn off the founder badge. You can, but why would you? Why would you want to turn off the founder badge when you are flexing on everyone who did not discover me early? Habibi? Is that MK's nickname? Is MK Habibi? I'll just click the sub button to see the badges anyway. Oh, can you do that? I did not know that. Damn, you're spoiling it for everyone here, Nat. Everyone in this chat did not know that you could do that. They would have had to wait with bated breath to see eventually when someone with a gear sub who was not a founder got to show it off, and now they get to spoil themselves right away. You can try CPU encoding for stream for Wilds. I might, actually. That is a good idea because my CPU is definitely not being bottlenecked. But then the CPU might end up getting bottlenecked. Like, who the fuck knows? I have to give it a shot, though. It's worth trying. Been no-lifing Xenoblade X for the past few days. That's so valid. Xenoblade X looks fucking banger. The remaster is amazing. I have a friend who played it all the way back on the Wii U, and he would not shut up about how good it was, and he's been so hyped for the remaster. Hello, I'm back. Vice says, Wazzy is a twink. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Who the fuck does he think he is? Wazzy, I love you so much. Go and lurk. No stress, MK. Thank you for the lurks. I hope you have a good time. Lurking. Hope you're with your girlfriend. Say hi to your girlfriend if you're with your girlfriend. Ew, it's Wazzy. Hello, raccoons. I love that you hate me, and now you got a badge next to your name. You've got the funny little sloth next to you every time you chat. You hate me, yet you are subbed. Curious. Why do you keep saying it? Stop jinxing yourself. I don't know, man. I cannot help but invite trouble upon myself. Hit it with the unit reverse and shit your bed to show dominance. That is such a great idea, but unfortunately I am not Supreme Leader Nat. I do not defecate in my bed. Unfortunately, identifying if the CPU is bottlenecked or not isn't as simple as you would with checking a GPU bottleneck. So you're telling me that even if my CPU is not at 100% usage, it could still be bottlenecking. That is interesting. I was not aware of this. We're gonna go bother Vi for a minute. Yeah, bother Vi. I always have amazing ideas. Never doubt my highly intelligent brain. Of course, I could never doubt Milk. I was gifted by an Anon weirdo. Yeah, who would gift to me? Oh, did you get one from Anon? Okay, so you got gifted one from Anon, not from Size Gift Bomb. Where'd you get that from? You feel the elevator pisser? Watch your mouth. Okay, no, sorry. You are correct. You do not defecate in beds. You piss in them. You piss in beds. I am 95% certain. Let us double check this. Let's go to Supreme Leader Nat's channel. We will do ! quote space list. Yeah, quote 13. There is nothing wrong with pissing in someone's bed. A quote from the Supreme Leader herself. So there you go, guys. Watch your beds. Your beds are not safe when Nat is around. Just classic Nat, just like her cat. Yeah, unfortunately, Nat is not as throwable as her cat, though. Or maybe she is, and we've never experimented with it. We do not have a throw Nat redeem yet. We need to try this out. Hi, Anon. That's the most creative insult I've ever heard. That is... it's not even creative because it's a reference. It's a reference to our Kletka playthrough. I got accused of pissing in the elevator in Kletka. So it is based off an actual event. Avani, welcome in. It's good to see you again. How's it doing? My beloved sloth, my beloved harpy. It is good to see you again. Okay, well, see, I went on a date with a guy I met. He was really nice. Took me to a nice lunch and to an exotic chocolate shop that had chocolate, coffee, and a whole bunch of imported candies from all over the world. It was so cool. It was really sweet. Asked me out on a second date. Well, sounds like things are going very nice there. And as long as you're enjoying yourself, it sounds like you're having a great time. Wish you luck and hope the next dates go well. Yeah. Accused with evidence. The evidence was that the elevator had a suspicious stain in it. However, I was nowhere near the elevator in the times in which the suspicious stain could have appeared. So in reality, I am innocent. I have alibis. The alibis are the people in my walls who saw that I was not there at that time. Wait, what monster are we shitting on? Tempered 5-star Gravios, obviously. The monster we are shitting on is going to depend on what monster the game allows us to shit on. It's going to depend on how we are looking in terms of performance. But at the moment, it's not doing the worst. Fucking it is every time. I've got to keep my fucking mouth shut. I did not say a goddamn fucking thing. I have 236 large dung pods for whatever monster. Sounds lovely. Sounds like exactly the kind of thing you want to hit the monster with when they rock up to your crib uninvited. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, perhaps we need to turn things down a little bit for stream, which is tragic, but may be unavoidable. Unless they have actually fixed the frame gen. I wouldn't mind using frame gen if it was not just always atrocious. Why does it say it's using high amounts of VRAM? Did I fuck with my settings again or something? It should not be using high amounts of VRAM. It was not last time. General, I'm not even using any launch options. That is crazy. It's on native AA, high textures. If I enable frame gen, how do you go? It's got the fucking tearing on the side of the screen again that I can't get rid of, which is driving me insane. And it still freezes occasionally. The freezing did not used to happen when we were on... What is the word? The freezing did not used to happen when we were playing with... Like, without frame gen. If I drop this down to be like 30, like if I cap the FPS at 30 perhaps, so that with frame gen it sits at 60, how does that go? No, there's still tearing and shit. You can see it like the bottom, I guess the bottom corner would be covered by me. Like you can see the black line in on the right hand side, can't you guys? You can see that, right? It's just awful. And it's still freezing. It's actually freezing worse because frame gen is garbage. So we're going to turn that off. That is not helping. Yeah, disable frame gen. It freezes more. It is worse with that. I do not know what else we could try doing. Unless turning this off helps. I don't think turning off frame gen is going to... Oh god, it looks so awful with 30 FPS. I cannot play on 30 FPS. Even playing on 60 sucks when I know what 120 looks like. Boom, there's that. What else is going on in chat? Accused with evidence. What monster we're shitting on? We'll decide what monster we're shitting on once we decide whether the game stops shitting on us. I have 2100 flash pods? That is quite impressive. Isn't frame gen working without the ghosting? I don't know about ghosting, but it causes tearing for me, and I have not managed to find a way around that yet, which is quite sad. Sadly, I can't stay. Hanging out with IRL friends today. Got to drive 2 hours. Why did my friends have to move so far away? Damn, 2 hours in Europe gets you across like 5 different countries or something, which is wild. Whereas in Australia, you could drive like 6 hours and still be in Victoria, the smallest state. God fucking knows how far you could drive and still be in Western Australia. Take care, Pookie. Enjoy your time with friends. Legit can't see the difference between 30 and 60 because my eyes are weird. You're blessed then. You don't have to deal with the debate of like 30 FPS versus 60 FPS. You do not have to chill out for better graphics cards or everything to enjoy higher FPS. I can tell the difference between like 60 and 120 though, but I have to sort of settle for 60 until they actually fix this game and make it run better than a paraplegic, which is, you know, apparently too much for a AAA company to achieve these days. Still spoiled. I remember when I was happy when I could run 20 FPS back in the day on my laptop. Yeah, laptops are not made for gaming. Anyone who is familiar with this channel, anyone who's been around here long enough will know that I have a vendetta against gaming laptops. I think they are a scam. I think there are very, 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 very few circumstances under which you should purchase a gaming laptop. They are bad. Do not purchase gaming laptops. Just period. End of story. You do not need a gaming laptop. You think to yourself, oh wow, I get portability and power. I get to play great games. The latest AAA games in 60 FPS on the fly. But no, you do not. they will not run at 60 FPS at like 1920 consistently on the highest graphics. And it is not going to last very long out in the wild. You're going to get like an hour and a half to 2 hours if you're trying to play a game like that. It's just simply not happening. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Just buy a Steam Deck if you're that insistent on playing games on the fly. As a Californian, 2 hours does not get you out of the state at all. Yeah, the US is the same. US has some big places in it. I used to play at 30 FPS on potato settings for like 7 years straight, so medium settings look fantastic to me 90% of the time. Yeah, I'm just a spoiled brat, apparently. I have experienced what top-tier gaming looks like now that I actually had the money to buy myself a good gaming PC, and now I can't go back. So don't be like me. Don't waste your money on a gaming PC, because as soon as it stops working at rendering games in the highest quality possible, you're going to die. Also, we have ads starting in just under 10 seconds, everyone. They will run for 3 minutes. You get another hour of gameplay afterwards. Take a moment to have a stretch, grab something to eat, and grab something to drink, and you can purchase Twitch Turbo or a channel subscription to avoid the ads. But don't do that, because I've been given enough money today. That was just part of the rant that I have memorized. I didn't think to myself to stop it in time. Please just stick around, though. I'd appreciate if you stick around, keep watching, just stick through all of the tech issues that we are having. And I'll see you all on the other side. Nat dealing in 5,000. Moving is stressful. Getting fine time to still. I hate moving. I moved. There's one time when I moved 5 times in 3 years, I think. Let me count, actually. Go. Where was it? I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 times in about 3 years. It was not fun. I fucking hate moving. I've been in this house for, I think, 4 or 5 years now. And I have no plans on moving anytime in the near future. I'm done moving. Next time I move, it's with a fucking moving company. They are worth the money at this point. I hate it. I hate moving so much. It is a nightmare. It is hell. Or if middle range PCs will last longest for least money. There is definitely the sweet spot where you're buying things that are really good value for money without being top tier. But I do think that you should try and skew high end because they will remain relevant longer. And unfortunately, with the way AAA gaming goes, and the way people are just getting worse and worse at optimizing their games, there's becoming a greater and greater need for the highest quality that you can afford. I don't like that it is that way, and I wish that it would not be, but unfortunately, yeah, the state of gaming kind of demands that you have really good PCs and stuff. Welcome in, Tycoon. It's good to see you again. What is your cat doing to the bird song? He's vibing. He's just vibing. All right, we can probably do some hunting, honestly. The game is relatively stable. It's freezing up a little bit occasionally, but I think we are probably reliable enough to actually do some hunts. And if it turns out that we get fucked over because nothing is working, because it is freezing every 5 seconds, then we deal with that as it comes. Well enough, while I can play most games on my ultra settings like Cyberpunk, I can actually lower them down to medium high just because it typically runs ever so slightly better, and I think it's better. I mean, that's the thing. You can tell when a game is running at a consistent like 60 FPS versus when it's jumping between like 50 and 60. There is a very noticeable difference. I'm going to turn music off because now I'm getting overstimulated. There's a very noticeable difference between a game that runs at a consistent, smooth, uninterrupted 60 FPS versus even a game that is dropping 10% of its frames every few seconds. Like, Monster Hunter is doing that right now, for example, and it's not going to change even if I swap down to much lower graphics, I believe. Like, if I lower this, fucking Christ, you asshole game. There's also a sense of pride here. It's like, I paid for such a good computer, I should not have to be lowering the settings like this. It's just inexcusable that it is like this. There we go. I've lowered it down to that. It's still having the hitches. That is... Okay, it's probably the RE framework patch. I'm struggling to think of anything else that could be causing it, so... One final time, we're going to quit without saving. I'll fuck with this offline, I guess, because that is what we've got to do. But, you know, I just thought to myself, guys, if everyone comes back, if everyone is waiting with bated breath for the return of Wazzy streams, I can't just give them an unscuffed stream, right? I can't give them a stream where nothing goes wrong. They would think I'm an imposter. They would think someone has replaced me. They would be concerned for my safety if my stream came back perfectly polished and without any kind of scuff. It's got to the point where it's not even my fault most of the time. It is simply the way life is. Life simply does not want me to enjoy video games anymore. I wonder if there's anything on ProtonDB. Has anyone come up with some kind of magic solution? Some kind of set of commands that actually fix this shit? Maybe there is a version of... What was I going to say? A version of Proton that people are now recommending. I'm looking through what else people are saying here. Some people are running it in game scope. I have found that that generally makes it run worse. This guy's running it in game scope. He's got an ultra wide, Jesus Christ. What are people running it in? Are they using like Proton Experimental or Proton Hotfix? Experimental 9.04, experimental, Khaki OS. GE. Most people are running Proton Experimental, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's what I'm running as well. I'm pretty sure I read that is what people recommend. Guys have got feral over gambling. Bye, Vani. Love you. Goodbye, Vani. Stuttering is always the worst. It is. Welcome in, wild animal. I'm here to pat. That is a good reason to be here, I suppose. It's better than licking, which is why some people are here. Some people do come here just to lick. Okay, I've removed D input 8, and it is now freezing even more, which is fantastic. I love it. I am not really sure what we can be doing at this point. The game just has decided it will not run well today. I'd like to swap encoding just to see if CPU encoding works better, but I kind of can't do that without completely ending my stream. That's probably a bad idea. Don't know what else I could be doing. Perhaps if I just close some other shit. Let us see. What can I close? Close Discord. Close Discord or close Telegram as well. Was there anything else that I could close? I'll close like a bunch of tabs. I don't even have that many tabs open, but I will close a bunch regardless. Is there anything else I can close? 2 of my file viewers. I doubt they are using up anything. Wait. What is going on? Is this to do with hitting? Milk, we can do this? Yo! Oh, now with a blackjack? That's massive. How much did you bet? 5,000. I thought so. You always bet 5,000. When was the last time Nat ever went all in? Okay, it's still freezing like mad. This is bad. Let's go squad lobby search, I guess. I wonder if there's the online component. Because where we were testing in single player, it seemed to run better. Man, why is it that I go back and... Yeah. Unless it pulls an A, I win. Was you look at mine? Very nice. Deal all is a bit late, the Anubis. You've got to do it when it says that bets are open. Bets have now closed at the moment, so it is the time for people to like hit and stand and decide how they are going. If it opens up again after this, you'll be able to join back in though. Oh, look at points you spent. Oh, wow. 24,000. Yeah, I find when people go all in, when people bet a lot of money, the bot knows. The bot smells fear and it pulls out its best cards. Wait, I've got daily login bonuses that I have not claimed yet either. Is that a barrel bomb? Large barrel bomb. But it's not a mega one. We'll get the megas eventually. One of the many things I must do. It failed last time. Ooh, it tied. Was it just rigged it now? We take it? I mean, it's better than losing 24,000 at least. Was it just rigged it now? No, I didn't do the rigged blackjack. We've been over this. It is not rigged unless I do exclamation mark rigged blackjack. You can all go check out my YouTube if you want more information, if you want to see that in action. Drop a little bang. Bang YouTube. A bang is sometimes used as another word for a exclamation mark, actually. Sometimes used in programming. There is a combination of a hash and an exclamation mark that is sometimes called a hash bang or a shebang. I did not invent that, and I'm not actually making this up. You can look that up if you want. Google shebang. Okay, that's bad. But it is that sounds so fucking bad, but I promise it is actually real. The shebang is a real concept in programming. I've become a god. You got that. Bukake? Not quite bukake. There is a bit of a difference there. They do have a k in them. A bit of a k sound, but there's a difference between bukake and shebang. One of those is used in programming. The other is used on programmers. Alright, what are we going to hunt? I feel like we've done the best we can in terms of making this not run like a piece of shit. Currently trying to get Gracium. Holy shit, is that stuff rare? I haven't actually hunted for it before, so I don't know how bad it is. Also, I do need to get a better weapon eventually. I need to get better fucking everything, really. Yep. What do I need for that matter? What was I looking for when I was last here? Got... Oh yeah, I need the Guardian Arcveld Beta helmet, which means I need a Guardian Pelt and Hunter Symbol 3. Guardian Pelt comes from just random Guardian shit. Alright. Well, if we are in-game, and we're probably staying in-game, we can now do !squad. And I can pin this, so anyone who is interested can come join our squad. You can come hunt with us, even. You can post up your quests. I am happy to just hunt literally whatever the fuck.
Right.
And in the meantime, I'm going to hunt random Guardian shit, because we need their pelts. We need Guardian pelts and stuff, so we can... I don't know, build... So we can make our meta set. Verna's test run. I don't want that, I want the other one. Yes, battle with the white Deshagamo. We'll accept and prep. Okay, I stay. You're at 18. Good stuff, good stuff. Not the safest, but hitting is far more risky than staying is. Let's make sure we've got our item pouch loaded up as well. And then... Oh, we didn't eat, actually. We didn't eat. I can't wait for the next title update that's actually introducing a hunter hall. It's going to have a place for us to all gather. Hopefully we get some real proper meals as well. We're not going to have to just sit in our tent in this dingy, cramped little space and cook up whatever the fuck that is. I mean, it looks good, but it's nowhere near like the Meowster Chef and everything else that is cooked up for us in Monster Hunter World. Depart now. Man, I do not like these graphics. These graphics make me very sad. But unfortunately, it is kind of what is necessary for my computer to be able to stream as well. There you go. My little Halo is back. Look at me go. This is a sign of my innocence, my purity. If you ever say, you know, Wazzy is evil, Wazzy is the devil, we cannot trust the sloth, then I'll simply point to the moments when my Halo reappears.
Are you prepared?
You know, if I was really that evil, would I have 2 Halos? I have, in fact, 2 Halos. I have that one as well as the Be Not Afraid redeem. That gives me my second Halo. Oh my god, this is bad. It's like the first time I load a map. I feel like it's just some kind of shader caching issue. Perhaps it has not cached all the shaders. Attempted 8-star Archbell just flew by. His quest reward is shit though. Only 2 weapon parts and 3 gems. I need to be checking monster... Oh my god. Monster rewards before I actually save quests. I've saved a bunch of quests because I thought to myself, oh, this looks kind of decent. Skippity. That's a wild shout out. Oh my fucking god. Okay, we're just gonna let it do its thing. It's got a lot to load. It's doing its best. Boom. Okay. Jesus fuck. Alright, yeah, you know, you do you, I guess. Alright, here we go. Break him! When you find time, when you feel like it, you can break him. Oh my god, this is bad. Are you serious? Oh my god, that missed! Okay, guys, I would like to play Wilds today, but I do not know if Wilds is gonna let me play it. Like, I don't even know why it is lagging. I thought we had fixed it when we removed the D input 8 thing, but now it is just going insane. Yo, Nat is in number 2 now. Milk, we ballin'. Milk in number 4. Massive. Overthrowing Lemon, actually. Who's going to tell Lemon that she's lost her spot, that she's been bumped down to number 5? She's at risk of being thrown off the leaderboard entirely. And it's all because of Milk. All because of Milk going all in. You ain't gonna attack me. You ain't doing it. Did I really delete it? I thought I deleted D input 8 DLL, but I'm gonna have to check after this because it is still freezing that often that I do not know what else could be the problem. We established that it is not a problem with my graphics at least because my GPU is frequently not capping out. It just seems to be when I try streaming it. Have the graphics changes that I made saved? Yeah, we're on low graphics and it is still doing this. I don't know what to do at this point. Man, I finally decided to myself that I'm going to go back to streaming. I'm going to come back today, and this is what happens. The game just says, you've made a mistake. You've made a mistake going back to streaming, pussy. Go back to bed. Go back to just bed, rotting in bed on your phone all day. When you throw me over number 1? Wait, what? Oh, you're saying Milk has got to throw you up. You're going to do that to Sunflower? You're going to dethrone Sunflower like that? How are you going to explain that to Sunflower? How's she going to come back and find that she's lost her number 1 spot? Boom. 1, 2, 3. Massive shit. Was that a wound break? I heard the sound, but I don't know if that was the wound breaking or it's like the pre-wound break thing. Yeah? Okay, it was a wound break. Oh, that missed. That missed the wound. Stay still so I can break your wound. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. That didn't count as a proper counter to preserve my charges. Whoop. You got thrown back there, so I didn't get my first hit in the TCS. It was a bit of a flaccid TCS. I feel like I have like 500 different terms that mean flaccid TCS. 500 different things that classify as a flaccid TCS. There's hitting the first part of TCS, but not the second. Hitting the second, but not the first. Missing entirely. Hitting a part that's not the weak spot, so it deals less damage. Oh, that was fucking hot, though. That was a sick dodge on the raw. Not a sick dodge, a sick tackle into the raw. Actually got us level 3 charge on the TCS. Can we stun him? Not gonna let us, it seems. Massive. Okay, we did not get the tackle off there. I held slightly too long. I stay, he go bust. You gotta try. you can certainly try. Unrigged blackjack. Oh, Grass coming to the rescue. You remembered you had the command. I was gonna say it's been so long since we've seen a unrigged blackjack from Grass. I brought it up a couple of weeks back, I think. It's the command that only Grass can do. Only Grass has the potential to unrig blackjack, and he has been saving it. We'll see if it works though. Did he do it? Did the game listen? Has the bot actually developed sentience enough to resist the unrigged blackjack order? Oh my god. This is crazy shit. Oh, vine trapped. There's a big wound. He's got 2 wounds. Oh, no! The fucker! We got a flaccid TCS. A double flaccid, in fact, because we hit with only the second part and we hit a weak spot. We hit a strong spot. We didn't get the crit. Okay, that was a bad tackle. That did not quite work out. Damn it. Grass, I blame you for this one. Guys, you've just got to go all in. All in to make up your losses. Clearly that is the only strategy. You could be setting history right now. What the fuck? I meant to tackle through that and I just fucking gave him a concussion instead. Yes, there we go. 1, 2. Massive. It's looking weak. Oh, how'd that miss? Oh, that does deal all, actually. Oh. Oh, wait, I was charging it the wrong way. I was charging the offset slash. That's why my tackle wasn't going through. I thought he was preparing for a roar, but I don't know. He has weird things. Doesn't the Guardian Doshagama do the thing where he opens up all of his wounds? I actually can't remember. Someone who's fought Guardian Doshagama more than me, please tell me. I've actually fought him quite a few times because I've needed quite a few Guardian pelts for a variety of things that I've been crafting. So I'm like semi-decent at the fight at this point. Whoa! Actually, that was a double wound break right there. Hit him there. Boom. Big damage. He missed the tackle, but it doesn't matter. He's been stunned. He's not going to get stunned again before the end of the hunt. Was he stopped? All the money is on the line? What have I done? What do you mean stop? What am I meant to stop? Just die! Damn it. I was really hoping that would get the job done. I was hoping that with those 5 fire pebbles that I had, I'd be able to do just enough to kill him as he runs away. It's not the final phase shift, but it was not meant to be. I got puddle pods though. Very threatening. Yeah, imagine getting hit with a puddle pod, you know your life's over when the puddle pod connects with your face. There we go. There's TP Link LS100 5G. Uncharacteristically slow for such a great model. I know nothing about the actual model. What the hell was that voice? Is that like the pitched up by 10 voice? From the top ropes! Oh, we're capping? Okay, we cap. You saved him a massive concussion with my TCS. That's probably gonna kill him, honestly. Like, let's be real here. That's the power of a TCS. Nat, don't hit. It's not worth. What is that? And a 14? Are you insane? Telling her not to hit on a 14 is wild. That is alarming. The odds are in your favor that you... Oh, man. The odds are in your favor that you get something better than a 14 and not go bust. Fuck, worth it, we ball. I'm high on lack of leaks. Statistically unlikely for him to bust, though, I think. This is your fault. If the dealer gets above a 14, then it was not my fault, though. If it gets above a 14, then my suggestion to hit was correct. So we will see how it goes. I may be absolved of all blame yet. I pray that once again, I am held unaccountable. Yeah, look, Nat was losing either way. Nat was losing either way, so my suggestion was not incorrect. Damn, you got more focus strikes than me. I got like 5 at least. But 9 is a lot. Wait, what? What? Was he? Yes? I am at number 1. Yo, really? Oh wait, fuck. Do it. Do leaderboard. Exclamation mark leaderboard? I'm a sweat. I get all the focus strikes. You're built different. Yeah, I got a few there, but you were just cleaning house. It was insane. Yeah, it's just a... It's not a plural. It's just singular. Exclamation mark leaderboard. Damn, you've actually overthrown Sunflower. This is tragic. Where is Sunflower? Someone get Sunflower back in here. Tell her spot has been taken. Tell her she's got some gambling to do if she wants to finally catch back up. I need to add more ways of getting coins because at the moment it's literally just lurking, gambling, and getting firsts and check-ins, I guess. But it's very hard to actually get ahead of someone without gambling. The Grass Saudi man. Oh, look who it is. It is Grass Saudi man. 6 points. Log off now. Log off now, Grass Saudi man, and never log back on. I'm going to permit this just this once, but you know what, actually, because I keep threatening Grass Saudi man, because I keep saying that collusion is not allowed. Hang on a second, where have I done it? Give me a second. I gotta find my funny little... I gotta do a funny little thing. Let me double check something as well. Who are we killing, boss? Hello, Flying Chainsaws V2. That is a badass name. Quite based, in fact. Welcome in. We are killing whatever the fuck we feel like, honestly. We just killed a Guardian Deshagama because I needed its pelts. Now, I think we need to do... Actually, I want to look at my weapons. Can I get a better greatsword? Because this is probably not the best greatsword I could be using. I've been kind of very lax because the game has not really demanded that I actually get good, but it might be about time to actually get good. Did I end up making a good... I don't think I ended up making a good Dragon Greatsword. I did not, in fact. So we do need Hunter... We need Hunter Symbol 3. We need a lot of Hunter Symbol 3. So I guess it's about time that I get off my ass and start doing... I guess Tempered Deshagama. No, Tempered Gore and Tempered... What is the name? Why do I always forget the white dude's name? Tempered Gore and Tempered Arkveld. Arkveld is the funny guy. Alright, let's...
Ready to get to work?
Wait, do I have the parts for this? Yeah, I do. Let's quickly craft ourselves a nice weapon for actually farming those dudes. And then we can get to the act of actually killing those dudes. Where'd he go? I hate when it just resets my position. Is that what we wanted? No, I needed to craft this. I crafted the incorrect thing because I was not paying attention.
Ready to get to work? All right. Perfection.
What happened to V1? This is an important question. We've got Flying Chainsaws V2 in here. Is he like the upgrade? Is that what has happened here? Is Flying Chainsaws V2 like the upgraded version of V1? Or did something go horribly wrong with Flying Chainsaws V1? Was it like a prototype? We need more fucking pelts. I always need more pelts. Alright, I guess we're gonna go fuck with another Guardian Deshagama. I just need its pelt. What are we going to do? Optional quests. Where's my Guardian to Shagama? I don't have any better ones, really. I don't think so, at least. If I go optional quests, not optional. Field survey history, perhaps? Does anything here look good? Do I have any? No, I have no Guardian to Shagamas. I haven't saved any investigations either. So we'll just keep farming this one for now, I suppose, until I get a better one. Do battle with the white Deshagama. I don't think I need to restock any of my items either, because we just rinsed that last one so badly that I didn't use... I don't even think I used a Mega Potion. Did I? Do we use any Mega Potions at all? No, we did not. We still got 10 Megas, 10 Megas, 2 Max. My entire hotbar is basically full. I need to change it, actually, now that I remember. We'll wait for people to join, and while people are joining, I want to head back over and change my... Was it my radial menu? That's it. How do I do this again? Oh god, it's been so long. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I want to get rid of probably pitfall traps. Get pitfall traps off the list. How do I delete? Just delete is delete. Okay, makes sense. I'll put Farcaster here instead. And delete Farcaster from here. And now my radial menu should be the correct size. Why does it feel wrong? Something does not look right about this radial menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It doesn't line up with the same way it was in World. How many options were there? Were there 2 more in World? I don't know what's wrong. Something is weird. The layout is not correct for me, and it is bugging me. I can't remember exactly how it is supposed to look. Is it meant to be 1 less? Is that right? Hey, Wazzy. Yo, Absol. It's good to see you again. How's it going? See, called it? Wait, what happened? Wait, does Milk go all in? But I missed Milk going all in on 100k? I nearly missed out on history in the making. Yeah, you could be the first to hit 200k. You could be the person who finally achieved what Justin almost did. Like, Justin came so close to greatness. He chucked 100k on the line and then lost to a dealer blackjack, which was fucking brutal. But you might be the one to break the curse, to break 200,000. Justin had 6 sloth coins. That's sad. I took 700 deal alls and tied or won all of them. That's how Justin got to #1 as well. He just kept going all in, got to 100k, and then lost at the 100 to 200 benchmark. I was going to reward you for 2nd place if I won for enabling me. It is wild. You just like get to #1 and then just rig the entire leaderboard to be all the people that you want. Do we get an answer to what happened to Flying Chainsaws V1? I'm invested now. Don't want to jump and clown on the monsters for you. We're playing endgame stuff here, so it is all good. Don't worry about it. All right. I will push it out of my mind. We'll pretend that there is no such thing as Flying Chainsaw V1. But no, you're more than welcome to come join us for anything. It is open lobbies. I should put that in the title, in fact. I had it in there for previous streams, but I took it out when I was doing my title for this stream for some reason. What is the word I'm looking for? Open lobbies. That is what I want to put in the title. Forgot the password. Oh man, that is oddly anticlimactic. You've got to change the lore here. You've got to be coming up with some kind of crazy backstory as to what happened to Flying Chainsaws V1. People will be asking, and you need to be able to satiate their interest. Time to sleep. I proved I'm world's best game. Wait, did Milk win? Wait, Milk didn't go in. Milk, did you seriously not bet? Oh my god, Milk, you can't leave without going all in. You can't leave without going for 200. 200 or bust. Come on, man. Come on. Thank you for balling with me. I think statistics, I need to go thank my professor. I was doing the math in my head for probabilities and compound probabilities. That's wild. Actually doing math instead of just dealing all and hitting until you're at 21. What are you? It's like you're actually trying in the funny blackjack in, I don't know, sloth streamer chat. Who does that? Who tries? I'll stand by. I think we're ready to go. She tied last time? She is in Milk. Yeah, Milk, my favorite gal. I love my gal Milk. I'll be there soon. No stress. take your time. Feel free to jump in. And then if you've got any quests you'd like to do as well, I'm happy to do those. I am just slowly farming up my endgame gear. I've not played enough to be at the state that I actually want to be for endgame, but I'll get there eventually. Wait, I'm a woman? This is news to me? Milk's the new waifu of the chat. Congratulations. You're being waifu, just do not resist. With all due respect, frick off, Fawzy. Ellie, man, don't take it seriously. I don't think I can take anything seriously. I will say that there has been exactly one thing someone has said, one insult someone has given to me as a joke in the entire time I've been streaming that actually stuck with me. In, what has it been, like 14, 15 months of streaming? Only one single thing somewhat recently has been said that actually got to me. And I was just like, damn, it took this long for someone to actually drop a joke that actually like hit me in the fee-fees, which is wild. Yeah, I do have quite thick skin, I'd like to say. Oh, damn me. I should have tackled. Yeah, 20/20 hindsight. Okay, I timed that somewhat poorly. Wait, that worked? Did that... That was such a fucking weird offset. Okay, he got interrupted there, I think. That's the reason that missed. Ow, fuck, I could have offset that. I'm so bad at my offsets, man. I never know when to offset. Boom. He also has really weird attack patterns sometimes. It'll look like he's about to attack, and then he kind of just fucks around. Or it'll look like he's recoiling from an attack. He's actually preparing for an attack. Whoa, that was a fucking sick little offset. That was kind of sick nasty. And that was a very bad offset. That could have been a freebie, but it was not. Nice try. Fuck you. I'm pretty sure I've got some perfect defense on this gear. I don't use defense at all to actually trigger it. I'm very inefficient with many of my moves. Another focus strike? Alright, that's it. We're competing for the focus strikes. I'm getting the focus strikes today. Never mind, I'm not, because I can't hit the fucking one that I'm looking at. Hey, oh wait, I see one. I see one. That's my focus. That's mine. That's mine. No. Hey, I got that one. And... Whoop. Okay, okay. This is the kind of case where sometimes the ping... the rare case where you notice the ping. Your friend is on the other side of the room, and they've suddenly just somehow hit a focus strike. That's right, I'll just all the true charge slashes. Oop. They're going for me! I had the offset timed perfectly, and he went for Aussie. I'm so sad. Alright, heavy slicing pod. Oof, that's going to do some damage. A bit beefy. Twitch won't give me the pinned comment? I will post it again for you. I'll copy it here. That is the squad code. You can chuck that in and come join us if you would like. Although women friends say at first they thought I was. The ones I met online at first, that is strange. I do not think a single person has ever asked me if I'm a woman. Which is so strange, you know. Does the voice not lead you to believe that I'm a woman, perhaps? I've had people ask if I'm an AI, though. That is something I actually hold in quite high regard. The fact that two people, within the same week no less, both asked me if I was an AI, which was kind of interesting. I'm like, never in my life have I been accused of being an AI, and then twice in the same week I was accused of being an AI. I think Sunflower said it best when she's just like, no, he's not an AI, he's just autistic. I'm like, that is so real, that is so based. It is one thing to say that I am an AI, but you know, at least read my description. You'd be like, oh no, he's autistic, this explains everything. That was a bit risky. I thought I could get hit there. Just spamming mounts because, I don't know, I'm getting away with it. Ow, that hit me? Excuse me? If it helps, sometimes I can lose my medical records. I was a girl. Yeah, I cannot get over that. Like, what the fuck? I am like highly alarmed that your doctor somehow thought you were a fucking girl. What the fuck was that, my dude? You've got to fucking pick your targets, like, more than... when you're more than... less than halfway through your attack. You cannot simply be charging at me and then just midway say, no, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go fuck with the guy on the other side of the map, the other direction. Oh, okay. Alright, buddy. Alright. Yeah, offsets when you've got multiple hunters are somewhat challenging. Oop. That did not count as a perfect parry. Or a perfect... what do you call it? A perfect tackle. I guess it is a tackle, not a parry, so... Yeah! Take that! That's my focus strike! I'm gonna sweat too, that is it. The sweat is on. We are challenging each other to get the most focus strikes. Hey, he healed! That's bullshit! That's cheating! You cannot heal! You can't just heal your wounds? You're denying me the focus strikes I need to win this competition. Man, just wait until I get more flair. Oh boy, you are fucked. I'm gonna keep tackling his head. See if we can just get a KO. It's interesting how they've changed the values for Mighty Slashes. It's actually worth doing in this game. It's not worth just going tackle, tackle, TCS unless you have no time at all. It's often worth fishing for the TCS. Oh, he's dead. I do not believe I won the war there. I don't think I got enough focus strikes to be the victor. 124k is the highest recorded gamble, though. It potentially is. It is now, at least. Okay, yeah, it is if Justin is saying so, because Justin had the highest before this. I trust Justin to remember his record more than me. It's another thing that would be nice to have a record of, perhaps. Like how much each person has won or lost in gambling, as well as how much, like, the highest gamble is. Highest recorded gamble. Perhaps the highest of all time could be kind of cool, too. That in of itself is a bang. It is indeed. And eventually you'll get to number 1, I'm sure. You'll get to 200, I am sure. Evo is on his way. Evo, like the fighting game tournament? Okay, I got 3 fighting... 11 focus strikes. Fuck, I was way off. I got like 5 or 6 at most. It was nowhere close. AI streamers will be like 2 to 3 years out. They'll be a thing 100%. They already are. Our YouTubers like Quebblecop. Quebblecop's a cunt, though. There is like Neurosummer. Neurosummer is actually kind of funny. Like, look her up. I'm not going to shout her out, because that is like well beyond the kind of channel I would shout out. It is weird to shout out channels that fucking big. And do not fucking do it, Grass. I know you're thinking about it. But you can just look up... Actually, you don't even know her channel name. But you can look up Neurosummer. She is like actual AI streamer. And admittedly, it's not just full AI streamer. It is an AI streamer plus... like, it's mostly the developer. Like, the developer is the main attraction. And then he's got like the AI streamer who like brings in people. But they are like very entertaining. The developer is an extremely charismatic and entertaining guy. And he pretends like Neuro is the star of the show, but in reality he is, and he's the reason it's all funny. I literally was typing it. I fucking knew it, you asshole. We don't shut out the channels that have like 100k viewers. How much do they even have? Vidal. Vidal Twitch. Fuck it, I forget what his fucking numbers are. He's got weird numbers at the end of his name. 987. Vidal 987. He's got, yeah, 756k followers. Let's not shout out 756,000 followers. That makes me kind of nervous. It would mean absolutely nothing, I am sure. They would probably get that 100 times a day, but it still kind of makes me nervous.
Well,
a little sus at the idea of shouting out someone who has that many more viewers. Many more viewers. Over 700 times more viewers than me. I had to think for a second because I forgot how many viewers, how many followers I have. Followers is what I'm looking for, not viewers. Alright, can we make a better greatsword? I'm pretty sure we can, because that was the last thing we were missing in this upgrade tree. Alright, perfection. Yeah, okay, let's equip you now. Let's equip you and upgrade you a little further as a treat. Yeah, we get this one.
Alrighty.
Have 5 different weapons with rarity 7 or higher. There we go. There's an achievement for us. Let's go. He does a great job with the classic comedy skit of being the straight man, the Chaos Goblin. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That is what he does. He is very good. He's really created this very funny, like, brother-sister dynamic with Neuro. They act like they are bickering siblings. And it is so fucking funny. He is really good. Like, he is very funny. He is very talented, obviously. And like, I do not think Neurosummer would be remotely near as successful as it is if it wasn't for Vidal being involved. Because that was initially sort of what got him big. right? That was the draw. That's what made him unique and made him blow up, was the fact that there was this like AI streamer and it had like really funny clips. And all those clips drew people to the channel to go watch it and enjoy, you know, the craziness that was an AI streamer. But that would have worn off. That would have gotten boring because it's not entertaining beyond, I guess, like the shock value and the initial comedic timing. It's a, what is the word I'm looking for here?
Come back anytime.
It is a, I can't think of the word. A gimmick. It is a gimmick. And once that gimmick wore off, it wouldn't have been funny. But then Vedal existing, why did I drink a cool drink? Vedal existing is what made that funny and interesting. You're absolutely right, though. It is the fact that he's playing this straight man. I have a field survey investigation for a tempered arc valve that I wanted to do. I have a couple, in fact. Which one of these is... Can I check the star rating for these quests? Or 5. This is a 5-star, so we need to do the 5-star. You know someone was super big in 2023 in Osu? You're setting scores that's like 4k pp and the record was 1.3. Yeah, I mean, because that's the other good thing. Like, Vedal is an extraordinarily talented developer. He has not just designed Neuro, he designs all the programs that are like quote unquote Neuro playing. He's designed all of like basically what are the scripts, the bots. Like, let's be real, they are bots. It is not actually Neuro playing, it is scripts designed to play games perfectly. Or sometimes not perfectly, like just play in general, like what he did with Minecraft, which was also very, very good, very talented. So it's just an insanely talented programmer who's figured out a very, very genius way of marketing the fact that he is a good programmer. He doesn't actually need to be that funny on his own. He just needs to be talented and then sort of rely on being very unique, very cool, and just having something that no one else does. And he draws people in. And he can be like funny enough. He can be charismatic enough. And then lean on the fact that he is a genuine coding genius to carry him the rest of the way. And I think that is super cool, super fantastic. It's very admirable. It's one of the things that makes me reconsider my brand and where I want to go. Because that's something I'm always thinking about, right? I'm trying to think, what defines my channel? What am I doing that sets me apart? Because at the moment, I am basically just another PNG that plays video games mediocre, yaps a lot, is sometimes funny. Nothing that really makes me stand out. And I'm thinking, well, I'm pretty good at coding. You know, it is my job. I am a senior developer. I've done some kind of cool stuff on the channel. And thank you for the lurk, Nat, as well. And thank you for the shout out, Grass, shouting me out. 8-star tempered. I will stick with the 5-star for now, just because I only need the 5-star, the things you get from killing the 5 stars, the Hunter Certificate 3. That's all I need. So we'll just stick with this for now, because I might get blown up by a HR8 Arcveld. I don't know his moveset well enough yet, and I also don't have maxed out armor. I said my purpose of sub-bombing was and then making people gamble, so I shall go chill and lurk. Thank you for stopping by, Nat. I do appreciate you. Straight man, I don't know many of those.
Commencing quest now.
You know plenty of straight men and lots of gay women. That seems to be the trend with you, Rev. He's very black cat energy. Let's go kill an extinct animal. Let's go make sure the animal is extinct. It's not extinct yet. Yet being the operative word. I rock with it. Our characters are Def's friends in their own anime. Me and Ozzy with the Doomlord star. I do need to get actual solid armor. Get a good, what do you call it? I need to get good fashion hunter going. Alright. No, you're not shucking me off. Alright, you do your thing again. I will continue to just shove my knife into your head. And now I shove my real knife. I shove my Australian knife into your head. Yeah, the whole, that's not a knife. That's a knife. There we go. Massive damage right there. And there we go. There's over 1,000 total, which is kind of weird. Basically, I go burr, 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 and that's the whole moveset. I feel like this describes many monsters. Many monsters just go burr. Okay, that was a bit fucky. That was a bit of a shitty thing to do, Arcveld. He hits so fucking hard though. Like, look at that. I am over half health from one move, which is kind of scary. Alarming, even. When I'm playing Switch Axe, I feel better in this fight. Oh, he's parried. Not parried. Parried. Paralyzed. And did that not hit his wings? I mean, his chains. Because I thought his chains were the weak point. Or maybe they're weak to dragon. And I am dragon blighted at the moment, which means I'm not dealing my elements. That's probably what's happening, actually. So we need to... I was going to say we need to get our... Oh no. We need to get our... Nullberries out. But it's nearly... Yeah, now it's over, so there's no point. Just to compare, Neuro full combo and map 100% accuracy, nobody could pass. Yeah, I mean, that checks out.
That helped.
I could probably... Like, I'm not even joking, I could probably code something to do that. Just because that is how... Ow. Like, I can vaguely imagine how to code that. It's not the most complicated thing in the world. You're doing... I would guess you use some kind of screen OCR. Looks for the circles appearing and then has some kind of either preset delay or waits for them to get to a specific size and then just does a click. It is not the hardest thing in the world to imagine actually programming. And like, I have an actual background in automation because that used to be my job. I used to do robotic process automation for business. Nothing actually like what people would consider fun, mostly just automating really boring business practices. Using tools like Selenium and UiPath to automate what's being done on a screen. Just find shit that like businesses were doing manually that was, oh man, I was gonna get that. Find shit that businesses were doing manually that was wasting them time that they wanted to be automated and then just automating it for them. This is what I used to do. So it's like I can see the kind of stuff and imagine what kind of tools they were using and what their approach probably was. It's very interesting. It's something I would like to get back into eventually, but not a fantastic market for it. It's more something that's done in consulting, not really something that they hire for. It's hard to explain. Okay, he's kind of bugging out. He's a bit fucky-wucky. At the time. Basically, he raises his hand. Nah. Sin... Well, actually, no. I was gonna make some kind of joke, but I don't even know if there is anything that we even claim sin is. Yeah, like, obviously we claim Vi is a twink. We claim grass is a vegan. Or rather that, like, vegans like grass, I suppose. I suppose grass is probably a vegan as well. Yeah, grass does not actually eat meat, does it? Grass eats sunlight. What do you call someone who just photosynthesizes? Is there a word? A photon ball? A photoball? Maybe a photoball. We can say he's a photoball now. Word to describe someone who only eats sunlight. Fuck. Ow, you fuck. I literally just got up, you piece of shit. I probably should have just spammed block there. I keep forgetting that I have a block on Greatsword that actually blocks a lot of shit. Was he game developer route is possible? I was gonna say this is not that well known. I talk about this occasionally on stream, but I did graduate from university with a bachelor in information technology that majored in game development. So I have developed games. I'm familiar with Unity and Unreal Engine. I developed a game, in fact. It was developed over the course of a year with 3 other people. It was not fantastic, but it was kind of cool. It was a lot of fun to do. Like, fuck, it was a lot of fun. I would love to be a game developer, for real. Like, if I had the opportunity to pivot into game development as a career, I would do it. I would go back to being a junior developer if it meant going into game development. Because that shit would be so much fucking fun. I love game development so goddamn fucking much. But I don't think I would like be a game development streamer. Because that's not exactly great for growth. There's not a lot of people who can do game development and grow. Like, Pirate Software is the epitome. And yes, Pirate Software is big, but number 1 on the list is like Pirate Software. Number 2 is like maybe Doug. And then number 3 is like Clonk, Alcohol and Q. In terms of like people who do programming on Twitch. There are just very few people who are in that category. Very, very few people who get big. It's like number 1 and 2, they are big. They are household names. If you are around even YouTube, you probably know of them. And then there's like a big difference. There's Clonk. And Clonk should be that size. Clonk is like fucking awesome. I love that guy so goddamn fucking much. He's insanely talented and cool. But, like, yeah, what I'm trying to say is that there's not a huge market in programming. So what I think I would like to do instead is have some kind of still focus on games, but bring in the fact that I'm a programmer and do some cool shit. Like, I've been thinking about posing interesting challenges, like maybe something like Dark Souls, but every time I get hit, this is actually something I've been thinking of. Dark Souls, but every time I get hit, hang on. Dark Souls, but every time I get hit, my shock band triggers or something. So some kind of thing where it's like every time I get hit, I feel actual pain. Because that's something I could actually do. I could very easily, or maybe not very easily, but very feasibly create something where it actually hooks up from the game, registers loss of health, and actually triggers some kind of event to a, what do you call it? An IoT device that actually zaps me or something. You dodged the burr, but died to the burr. That is how it goes. You live by the burr and die by the burr. Grassman is a cannibal? Does grass eat grass? Is this true, grass? Grass, do you eat other grass? Actually, they've conducted experiments and recorded low-level screams from grass when it is cut, so one could argue grass isn't vegan. Wait, how does screaming not make him a vegan? Do vegans not scream? If we have any vegans in chat, can you confirm whether or not you guys scream? This is an important scientific process. Whoop. Okay, that was not going to hit me. Never mind. That was a waste. I had a TCS prepped and I went for the uppercut instead because I thought he was going to hit me. And he did not hit me, which made me sad. Boom. Oh. Okay, never mind. When are you going to show the game off? I actually do not have it anymore. I went looking for it a while ago because Leon wanted to. Leon wanted to play it on stream. He's like, Wazzy, if you find that game, if you give that game to me, I will play it on stream. I'm like, all right, bet. So I went looking for it. I can't find it. It is just gone. It was from several years ago. It was on my old... I'm trying to think. On my old laptop. Yeah, no, it won't be there anymore. It was on my old laptop, but that got wiped. I was gonna say it was on the old laptop that now has Linux on it. And I thought, wait, hang on, I still have Windows on that. And then I remembered, no, that got wiped because I was giving it to my ex when we were still together. I was gonna let her use it sometimes. So, but then I couldn't remember what the Windows password was. So it ended up getting wiped. So it's not on my thing. Oh, it might be on GitHub. Oh, I might be able to get it off GitHub, actually. Surely it's still on... it'll still be on GitHub. It'll still be on GitHub. I can find it. I know where to find it now. I've just realized. Just had a brain blast. Sin is a femboy? Oh, that's true. You have rated Sin, so he is a femboy. Some kind of color stuff, I suppose. Wait, what's the color stuff? I'm not a vegan, you bitch. I corrected myself. I said vegans like you. I got it a little around the wrong way. We established that the people who like grass are vegans.
The lightning has the man
I've been
down.
called the king of twinks by Vi. That's a compliment. Like, that is Vi telling you that you are his monarch. He is subservient to you. As a twink, that means Vi is subservient to you, who is the king of twinks. Which is crazy. Femboy Vi Reverie. Yeah, but that's because she's rated you. So you're a femboy because Rev has rated you. I hate to tell you, that's just the way it goes. Vito was using a specific skin where the circles were all black and white. Yep. So yeah, it's 100%. 100% screen reading. Well, screen reading implies like reading text. It is, yeah, it's looking at the screen and looking for pattern recognition, basically. Yeah, it is exactly what we thought it was. Exactly what I thought it was. It's like, it'd be either that or you're hooking into the game's API, and I feel like it would be much easier for it to just be screen reading. I don't even know if Osu exposes an API like that. I can't imagine what it would look like. Oh my fucking Christ. I'm so fucking bad at this game, for real. Do I have like negative dragon resist or something? Because he is two-shotting me. That was 2 of those 3 cards. I have no place to speak now. I've been called a peaceful streamer for some ungodly reason. How do you say ungodly reason? You are very much a peaceful streamer. You're very cozy. And thank you for the shout out to Clonk Grass. I am catching up, guys. Do not worry. I've not missed anything. Michael Reeves, though he does programming is that difference. I don't know who Michael Reeves is. I've never heard of them before. Reminds me of a streamer that did something similar to that, but with Elden Ring, the Nothing Works Sphere, and they got the news in Russia because she was Russian. Oh, I can imagine what that might be. Wow. Yeah. That's also every time I get hit, my mod Grassman slaps me lightly. Not, like, in brackets, not sexually. I think this guy is getting messed up. Sloth Clicker trademark? What is a Sloth Clicker trademark? Sorry if I pinch your wounds, I need them. They give me essence when I break them. No stress. You may eat the wounds. First to the wounds. It's a first come, first serve scenario. What's my defense? Oh yeah, my dragon res is fucking garbage.
Hey.
Can I upgrade my armor though? That would be potentially quite nice.
What are we making
Not
today?
upgrade from wishlist. Upgrade from box. Do I have enough orbs to upgrade any of my armor anymore? I can't remember what my endgame setup is meant to be. I do remember G braces are part of that though. G braces, Gore Coil I think is also part of it. Yeah, I think I meant to get the Archveld Beta chest and the Archveld Beta helmet as well. But I forget everything. I forgore everything. So we're just going to chuck up, level up the arms, I suppose. It doesn't give us too much, but it's a little bit more defense. There's 2 more defense. Look at that. It's incredible. I'm basically immortal now. And Yuki, welcome in. How's it going? Lobby code doesn't work. It is a squad code. So if you're trying to join by lobby code, it won't work. But if you chuck that in, you can join the squad and you can join by a squad lobby. That should work. Sin, can you uwu for us? You can make me say it on the stream. There you go, guys. Make Sin uwu. I can't say I'll do it well, but I mean I can. It is the thought that matters. It is the attempt. What's your defense? Because mine is like 400. What is my defense? This is a fantastic question.
Ready to get to work?
Does it say what my total defense is there?
Fit you to a T.
371, so it's a little below where we would like it to be. If I maxed out all of my armor spheres, then it would probably get close to 400-ish, but at the moment it is not there. Is there anything I could be adding to my food that would make that a little bit better? I've got the armor, I do have the armor talisman on me as well, I'm 98% sure. Let's actually make a custom meal here. We may as well chuck veggies on because we do have a lot of negative dragon resist and he does do a lot of dragon damage. We'll chuck defender in there as well. And then one of these increases element. Oh, just the fact that we're putting in a 3rd thing increases elemental resistance. And then, I don't know. Immunizer meal perhaps? He is dragon blighting us. Let's just chuck this in. This is fine. Second hardest fight in the game on this difficulty. I mean, you can get to like 8-star, which I imagine is bad. Is the hardest Gore then? Because I actually find Gore easier than Archveld. But maybe that's just because I've fought Gore in previous games, so I know his moveset a little bit better. I'm sure Archveld will be fine once I learn his moveset, but I haven't played that much of endgame, honestly. I got to endgame around the same time I started burning out on streaming in general, so I took a little bit of a break. Can we actually, now that the game has seemingly cached most of its shaders, can we upgrade our graphics back to high? If it keeps freezing again, then I guess we'll go back, but it already looks better. It looks better, but it is running slightly worse. I don't know, I think we take it for now. We take what we got. Let's do what we do best. Yeah, let's do what we do best and triple cart once again. Where's my investigations? Yo, Ducky, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. Did that auto shout out work there? Oh, the auto shout out didn't work because it just shouted out Yuki. I'll get the auto shout out going again in just a minute. We'll do the big shout out. Give you the whole government shout out in just a second. But thank you so much for the raid and welcome in. How's it going? How did Home Sweet Home episode 2 go? I do not know what Home Sweet Home is. Is it either going to be the coziest shit in the world or it is a horror game? This is the 2 ways these things go. Max out would be 391. I think elemental resistance for food. Okay, when you trip us just flat on your back when he's summoning dragon earthquakes at you. Or was I doing that? Was I tripping people? If so, oopsies. But streamers, raiders, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. If you're new here, my name is Wazzy Kamawada. You can call me Wazzy for short. I'm a variety streamer from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm also a sloth. I've been described as both cozy and chaotic, so I'd like to stick around to decide for yourself which of those you think I am. We're playing Monster Hunter Wilds today, if it lets us. We've seemingly hit a pretty stable point at this point. It was lagging like fuck earlier. The whole game was falling apart, which is kind of on point for Capcom PC releases. Horribly optimized. An absolute mess, but We kind of deal with it. We live. How did your stream go though? It is a horror game? I knew it. I knew it. With a name like that, it had to be either horror or fucking cozy. There is no in between. Oh my, why do the ads... Okay, I swear to God, ads decide that they're going to run like whenever people come in. We're snoozing those. Those ads can fuck off. They do not belong here when we got raiders. But no, I had a feeling. I had a feeling it had to be horror or cozy. How'd it go though? Was it fun? What is it about actually? I don't usually play horror games because I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a scared little sloth. Yeah, I'm a sloth, but I'm actually a scaredy cat as well. No, you was when you got knocked over. Oh, okay, I see. Yes, that is me. I was just worried that I hit people over. I know it is not as common with greatsword, but I did used to play longsword, and I had friends, had friends, this is past tense for a reason, who would get very mad at me. I was okay, got stuck on a part for like 2 hours, so I gave up. It's one of the horror games that is also a puzzle game. I got stuck in, what was it? Amnesia: The Dark Descent, that is it. I was playing Amnesia many, many years ago when I was a fucking teenager, so you know this is back in the olden days. And I got stuck on like one point where I had to Google it. But that game was so fucking scary, I had to put on developer commentary. I was actually such a scaredy cat that I put on developer commentary just to feel like people were with me. Just to be less scared, I had fucking developer commentary on. But I actually learned a lot about developing horror games. It was so fucking interesting. I learned so much, and it was such an informative and interesting experience that I have zero regrets. Like, actually, if a game offers developer commentary, I genuinely will now like consider doing it if I'm not playing it on stream. Because you can learn so much, and it's easy to find out a lot about game development, which is really, really cool. You'll want flinch free at level 2 at least. Makes you immune to general knockback, and stuff that trip you will now knock you back. Interesting. Yeah, I have not had too many problems with tripping, fortunately. This was back in Rise that I was having, my friends were having the most problems. And thankfully that was the game that introduced flinch free at level 1, which was kind of cool. But I am being a terrible streamer here. Ducky, if you need to raid and run, feel free. Go look after yourself, do any post-stream care that you need. Yeah, have a nap. I'm not sure if we've established where you're from. I don't know if you are a fellow Australian or if you're from the States. If you're in the States, then definitely do consider heading to bed. Let me double check. Do you say in your description? Does the description say where you are from? It does not. It does not. Okay. Wherever you are from, if it is bedtime, if you are tired, then feel free to nap or do anything you need. Get food, get a drink. Speaking of drinks, I have my tea here. How cold is it? My tea is cold. I hate cold tea. I always forget to drink it. This is usually where I will just use that as the hydrate. Whenever someone says hydrate, I'll drink my tea until it is gone. But I put it really far away. I put it on the other end of my desk. I need to take a picture of my desk sometime so you guys know exactly what I'm looking at. I think we're ready to go. And I completely forgot I had it, so I've just been sipping water and sort of ran out of it. It was okay. It's about a husband trying to find his wife and ghost and cults. That does sound spooky. Try to think of other games I've played that are similar to that. Not a lot, really, because I don't play that many horror games. It was like Amnesia, and I'm just like, yes, I've experienced horror. I'm done. I am done with horror now. I played DBD as well, but DBD doesn't count as horror. Like, come on, that's like baby's first horror. That is basically the gif of SpongeBob and Patrick when they're on the little rail thing. And they're just going like over the tiny little bump. They're like, oh, that's DBD. That is the equivalent of DBD in horror. Canada for now, moving to UK this summer. Oh, nice. Don't know too many people who are moving to the UK, but I know a few people who are in the UK, a few cool people over there. So you're definitely heading to a place with at least 2 cool people. I can name 2 cool people there, potentially more. How many people in my chat? Actually, no, 3. I can name 3 cool people at least from the UK. And they are my 3rd biggest viewer base. So there you go. You're going to actually be heading towards more Aussie fans, allegedly.
You did it!
Now, like, number 1 is America, number 2 is Australia, and then we've got number 3, which is the UK. And it does make sense. I've been saying for ages that I'm waiting for UK to take their rightful spot as number 3. Because they're in a great time zone, and they're a large English-speaking country. So the fact that they were not a higher rank is very strange. Whoop. Okay. I was waiting for this guy to hit me with one of his attacks, and he just missed me every single time. So I've just been tackling his stupid fucking head over and over. He's probably 3/4 of the way to a concussion already. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, now I've got a dragon bite. That's a bit stinky, Arkveld. I don't like that. Where am I done? My god, I need to come up with a better system here. Better system for using items. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I did not mean to drag that. Okay, this is fine. I am not in one-shot range. And he'll two-shot me regardless of my health, so this is probably a fine HP to be at. If I get hit again, then I maybe max potion or something. Can we snooze the ads one more time? Thank you very much, mods. You're on top of it. Grass is on top of it. I'm like 85% sure that was grass. Actually, if that was you, Sin, then I'm very sorry for assuming it was grass. Whoever snoozed the ads, thank you. Alright, cool. There we go. Let me catch up on chat as well. I was about to get going to the night and Ray popped up, so I'm like, greeting raider time. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate my mods, and in fact, anyone in the chat who just sticks around and welcomes in raiders. Raiders or new chatters, I always like it when people make them feel welcome. I want people to feel welcome in this community. Lord knows someone has to do it because they're going to come in and see a sloth screaming his lungs out and be like, why the fuck am I going to stay here? And then they're going to say, oh, well, you know, some nice people are in this chat. Maybe I'll stick around for them. Iced tea? Yeah, this is not quite like iced tea. Iced tea is made to taste good while cold. This is regular tea that tastes good while hot and it's not meant to go cold. This is the way it goes sometimes. There are foods and drinks that are made to be eaten hot or cold that do not taste good when they are the opposites. But then there are similar versions of that food or drink that are made for the opposites. Yeah, there are some foods that taste good hot, and then there are versions of them that taste good cold, but are bad while hot. It is just a, oh no! Oh, we iframe that? We iframe and then we Superman for good measure. That was kind of sick. Behind lives in the UK, so I don't have a choice. That is fair enough. I cannot imagine long distance relationships being easy, but at least you'll be near each other soon. Yoru has left the lobby. I did not know Yoru was in the lobby. Yoru. Where is Yoru from? Yoru is from an anime. Stop swinging your weapon! Yoru. Is that, oh, that's Spy Family, right? That's the girl from Spy Family, I think. Ow. Freedom Eagles on top? Let's miss my farewell message. I see how it be. I caught it in the end, Sin. I got it. We were just a little caught up in the raid messages and such. Dealing with that. It's about an hour. Oh, we were that. I love that the US is your #1 viewer base when you're based out of Oz. This is what happens. It is actually insane. And it's not even like you're ahead by 1 or 2%. The US is almost 3 times as populous in terms of my viewership as Australia is. You guys make up, I think, about 34, 35%, and Australia sits at 12%. So there's a massive blowout in terms of America, and that is with me streaming at ungodly hours. You know, it is currently, I mean, it's 11 PM for Australia, which is getting late, but still kind of decent time to be awake and watching streams and streaming as well. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that was such a bad second tackle. That just set me up for failure right there. But then in America, like, I start streams at 3 a.m. American time. I'm like, why in God's name is anyone in America away? And you still make up 1/3 of my audience. 3 times as much as my own goddamn country. Whoop. So I can only imagine, like, you know, maybe the thing holding me back from hitting partner is just the fact that I stream during the evening. Maybe if I streamed when there are more Americans online, more Americans would come to me. Maybe that is the secret all along. Look, have a good rest of your stream. Thanks so much again for the raid, Ducky. I hope you have a good night, or... It is, yeah, it is night. Like morning, night, morning. That kind of time of time. I hope you get to sleep if you have still, you know, if you haven't like just woken up. If you're not the kind of person who somehow wakes up at, I don't know, like midnight. Try again, was he?
Thanks.
Try again what? Also, let's binge Michael Reeves videos together. That is a wild flirt. I do not know who Michael Reeves is. Perhaps I'll have to watch one of his videos to determine if I wish to binge them. What do I want to binge, actually? I've been probably wanting to binge something. Oh, is it try again for the anime? Did I get the anime wrong? Yoru. Yoru. I know that name. No, Yor is Spy Family. That's why I'm getting that confused. Yoru. Where the fuck is Yoru? It's from something I've watched. I'm fairly sure. Either I've watched it or I've... Oh. Hey, take that, you fucker. I actually see the environment. Yoru. I do not know. I watched Michael Reeves break out of a dog cage while zip-tied? Wait, what the fuck? Yoru like Valorant? Because we like sloths?
Don't worry about it.
It's not, definitely not Valorant, 'cause I don't watch Valorant. I don't play Valorant. So, it's definitely not a place I would... Oh no. We just iframe. Fucking we just iframe. Oh, we don't iframe that. Yoru, I don't know. Who's the funny fucker who dropped a rock on my head? In my defense, I also dropped it on the monster's head. So, yeah, I feel like that was worth it. Alright, buddy. Alright, I see how it's gonna be. And he's just flying away now. Yoru. God, I'm mind blanking. I cannot for the life of me figure out who Yoru is. America, ya, hello. What is this? What do you mean by this, Reverie? Ya? It feels like a Canadian thing to say. Trying to think about, the Canadian accent. For the life of me, I actually cannot. I cannot think of what a Canadian accent sounds like for some reason. My mind is blanking in that regard. I watched Michael Reeves break out of a dog cage. Oh, that was a flirt. Why is that a flirt? Why am I supposed to be just blushing over the idea of someone breaking out of a dog cage while zip tied? Is this foreshadowing, perhaps? I can't keep my essence up with all the wounds being eaten. In my defense, I don't think I'm hitting the wounds. Haha. You missed me. I'm probably causing the wounds, honestly. It's probably a lie, actually, because I don't even have layer 3. I've got layer 1, I think. Alright. We get a flaccid TCS on the head, and then we just get punished for our crimes. Alright, stay still. He did not stay still, and instead he hit us. I suppose the instruction was stay still, not don't hit us, so he only violated one instruction there. Let's have a sip. He's got to be pretty close to being mountable again, I'd say. Given how many times he's been hit by, like, jump attacks and such. Ow, he is a bit of a nuisance occasionally. Let's just max potion. I ain't risking it. Jump attack! Oh, he is actually. He's standing next to a ledge. It is the the GU aerial greatsword in me that seeks to spam jump attacks on him.
Thanks.
I will leave that wound for whoever needs it. No, I missed my TCS, but that is okay. It is okay because we got a tail cut off it. You missed me with that. Oh, dung pot? Why are we dung potting him? Boom. Alright, he's fucked off now. We can carve the body. Not the body, the tail. Where'd the tail go? Here it is. Yummy tails. Check DMs for America, yeah? Alright, it's a funny reference that I do not get. Man, another day, another reference I don't get. I'm showing my age here. I'm not getting half the references that get dropped in my chat these days. But also, I feel like I could drop a bunch of dumbass references that no one here would get. And it's not because of age, it's just because my vocabulary is comprised of like 50% really stupid quotes from obscure internet... Oh, that's a raw. Obscure internet parodies of anime. I swear I have like the first 5 episodes of One Piece memorized. That is just comedy gold, honestly. I want to binge watch that, actually. I want to find someone to binge watch One Piece with me. But I do not know who the fuck would actually think that is funny. Like, it is the funniest shit in the world to me, that most people, they're going to be like, the actual fuck is this? Oh, what just happened? Did one of those little bugs grab me? Boom, boom, boom. That's so weird. I went to the grab animation, but nothing hit me. That I saw, at least. 1, 2, 3. There's a wound on the head. Okay, how did that hit me? I was very much in my dodge animation at that point. I forgot to bring mega potions, so we're kind of running out of resources. He's fucked off. He's run away. I'd spot, too easy to get hit. Is that why I got hit, or was that in regards to something else entirely? Is that why we moved? Oh, that's why we done plotted. I see. That makes sense. That is smart and well thought out. And let's just ruin the head. Whoop, there's another wound that we've opened up. And did that? Okay, that was interesting. That was not. All right. That was interesting. Thank you very much. My entire computer just completely shit the bed. What the fuck was that? I just got booted out of my entire PC. Got booted to my login screen. That was interesting. That's fascinating. Thank you very much, Steam. I love you for that. Second he is back, he's assassinated. As it goes, my PC hates me. I wonder if that was a... I'm gonna bet money that was a fucking Intel, not Intel, AMD driver issue again. Let's get my sloth back up. Give me a second here, guys. The return of the sloth. I'm back. Hopefully you guys can hear and see me all right. I saved capture. Thank you very much. I'm on my way. Wilds is now validating, which is taking 300 years, apparently. But, you know, I love it when this happens. Yeah, I'm going to bet that was an AMD driver thing. I'm going to check, actually. I bet my error logs are going to say that was the AMD driver shitting the bed again. This is happening, like, way too fucking often lately. It's getting to the point where I'm probably just going to have to pin a version of the drivers that I know does not shit the bed and just go from there. But yeah, it just completely froze. Like, my entire computer just froze and then kicked me out, which is fun. Streamer bot will not be running. Neither will my stream overlay. Let's also, just while we're at it, get some music going because we don't have any music. There we go. We've got music going back. Now you go. Now we can, I don't know, continue doing whatever we're doing. We continue waiting for Wilds to boot back up. And I can see if I can figure out what actually caused that. I could look through my logs. I'd share it with you guys, but I don't know if there's anything sensitive in here. It may be a bad idea to share my entire journal CTL on stream, just perhaps. That's actually probably fine. I know that I can, like, I can share this all the time if I'm having, like, debugging issues and stuff, but it is still perhaps concerning. I doubt anyone here actually would even know what they are looking at regardless. Here we go. Here is an error. Here is something that seems to have gone wrong. I do not know how to read this. Oh, that is Spotify crashing because my entire computer crashed. That is a symptom and not the actual source of the issue. I don't even know what to say at this point. Okay, wait, Wilds is back. Wilds is letting me actually go in now, which is nice. We'll boot up Wilds and we'll see how we go. Am I audible, by the way, guys? Is everything looking and sounding all right? I assume that I am still here. I assume that I am back online because OBS is telling me that I am online. I have a good connection, it seems. It is picking up on my audio. Error, Arkveld special attack, dox your ass. You gads, I am being doxed by fucking Arkveld. But yeah, I do not know what exactly caused that. I have to figure that out offline. One of the, like, 3 trillion things I gotta do, apparently, is figure out what has, again, crashed my computer. I hope that has not undone all of the shader caching things that it seemed to have been doing in the background. I hope we do not end up with the game just running like shit again. That would be kind of sad. I would not like that. Alright, we're checking connection to the server. Give it a second. It's getting a little bit of lag, which is not ideal. Alright, we're getting back in. Slowly getting there. Almost there, guys. GG, all. Got his ass. That's alright. That is fine. It's understandable. You could not be expected to wait long enough. Wait, has this not saved? This looks like it's back on... It has gone back to low graphics. Alright, there we go. Back to high graphics. It's running a lot better now all of a sudden, which is also quite strange. Maybe logging out and back in has somehow fixed my graphics. Making it run better. Fixed performance all of a sudden just because I've logged out and back in. Who knows? Maybe I should be doing that more often, just restarting my computer. I know people recommend it, but that is on Windows. I don't know if that is the recommended approach for Linux. Especially for a rolling release distro. I suppose it's probably even more important now, given that I have updated my system somewhat recently, and not restarted. I'm not even using the latest version of the Linux kernel that I've downloaded. RIP Sloth, it is how it goes. It is unfortunate, but the way it be. Of course it was on the quest we are about to win. Like, it couldn't have waited 5 minutes. We couldn't have waited 5 minutes for my quest to actually finish before we crash. It had to happen in the middle of the actual hunt. The successful hunt. Am I in the correct lobby? Is everyone back here with me now? We all good to go? How do I check? It's somewhere around here, isn't it? Mission info. It's like... Member list. Here it is. Yeah, we're in with everybody. We're in the same thing.
Right.
Well, I guess we just run it back if everyone is still keen, because I still need all of that stuff. I've only got this one. I've only got the 4-star now. Does anyone have a 5-star plus Archveld investigation we can do? I'll even do 8 stars. I can probably handle that, honestly. I'll just not be a complete dumbass. The funny rocket got blown out the air and rolled under the monster to be slaughtered. I think I do? Okay, cool. That sounds good. That sounds good. We'll go for that. I just need the 3-star hunter certificates,
Well,
really.
what can I do for you? Hey,
If I go back here to Gemma, for no other reason than to look at my gear, obviously.
got something in mind?
I need... Go all the way over here.
Hello.
Yeah, I just need Hunter Symbol 3. I need a bunch of Hunter Symbol 3s. So Archveld or, I suppose, Gore Magala is good. But I believe I also need some some Archveld parts for the other pieces of armor that I
Anything
need as
catch
well.
your eye?
I think, yeah, I need like Archveld scales as well. Or Archveld pelt, I mean. Because it is the Guardian Archveld Beta. Guardian Archveld Beta, I think, that I am supposed to be farming. I'll double check eventually. I'll double check exactly what parts I need when I go to make it. 8-star Archveld? Alright, let's just do it. Let's
Know
ball.
where to find me.
I will try my best to not be completely crap. It's posted? Excellent.
Yes.
Alright, Alma.
Hello.
Join quest. Lobby member quests. Alright, we'll make sure that we're actually fully prepped. For starters, we'll make sure we've got all of our meals, all of our gear. Actually have 10 mega potions, have 2 max potions, and have everything else that we need. I think it's a struggle for a while on your end, though. Couldn't paralyze despite bathing it in like 50 funnel web spiders worth of toxins. It got paralyzed at the very beginning, but then I didn't see a paralysis after that, so maybe that was something weird going on again. Need to finish this tea. It somehow tastes even worse. I don't even think the temperature has gone down, but it now just tastes even more awful. There's probably some kind of chemical reason as to why things taste worse after they've gotten cold. But I don't know. It just tastes worse. Do we want Moxie High? We could go Moxie High here. Yo, Spooky, how's it going? It's good to see you. I think I'm struggling. Is everyone in? Yeah, I was quickly eating because I think I lost my meal. Because I disconnected. We are going... I'll go medic, I guess. More healing is more gooder. It's just me. My model is lagging. My model was lagging a little bit. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Oh, now my screen has shrunk. The game shrunk. That is not meant to happen. There we go. We fixed that. How's it going there, Spooky? It's good to see you again. Now I feel like my model is Okay, no, it feels like it's talking fine. Never mind. I think I'm just getting paranoid. I don't have my chat overlay up though, so give me 1 second to quickly fix that back up after we crashed. Everything disappeared. I've got to reset my entire setup. Maybe I should have like a script to do all of this. Just set up everything all at once. That'd be kind of convenient. And we want... Where is it? Stream overlay. That is not what I'm looking for. Stream overlay. Here we go. Main.stream overlay. We set that up. That should be all good now. And I think that's all I needed to configure. All right. Oh, and I didn't get... Hang on. I didn't actually restock my items. I pressed F, not whatever the fuck put the flash pods on. There's a lot of things I need to do in-game. Like, I need to configure my shoutouts, for starters. Get the stickers. The shoutouts, the stickers. Oh, what else was there? There was something that I literally just saw that reminded me I needed to do it, and I've already forgotten. I don't know. I'm sick in bed. Oh, no! That is terrible to hear. I was sick for the past couple days, actually. I was taking, like, a whole... I was really burnt out, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a few days off streaming. And I got sick. Maybe it was my body saying, all right, well, you're taking time off. I'm allowed to get sick now. So I was sick in bed for a couple of days as well, but feeling much better now at least, which is good. I like Friendship Jewel because it heals everyone around you for a chunk. Yeah, I have a friend, when she hunts with me, she's just like, you're so lucky I haven't taken my Friendship Jewels off. I'm just like, stop being mean. You're lucky I'm dealing damage. You're lucky someone here is killing the monster. But no, it is a running theme to make fun of me for always getting hit. And always carting. I have a bit of a problem where I play as if I have heroics all the time, when I don't have heroics. And I don't have the skills to pull off heroics, even if I did. I just, like, fucking hate healing. I'm like, it interrupts my flow. It means I've got to put my weapon away. I've got to heal. I've got to make sure the monster doesn't hit me. I'm not dealing damage. I'm not getting the dopamine drops that I'm looking for. I call it norovirus. And watching my friends while they stream. I don't know what norovirus is, but that sounds bad. It has virus in the name. That is never good. Anything with virus in the name is usually quite bad. This virus is bad. One of the few things I know that does translate from dealing with computers to dealing with people is that you do not want either of them to have a virus. Want to play games? My tummy says no. I know. It's the worst thing. You just like, you can barely get out of bed because you have just horrible stomach pains or you've got like the worst fatigue in the world. Even though you've got games that you know you want to play. Oh, nice. That was a perfect tackle. And he gets us with the second ball, but that's fine. Okay, I was not able to get my offset slash in time there, which is tragic, but... Oh, you can flash him out of that attack. Interesting. Oh, that hit me too. I got the block and everything, which was kind of cool. I think it was a perfect block, but I didn't get any of the buffs for my perfect defend. Maybe I don't have that on this set. Maybe I took it off at some point. I do not remember. It might have been the thing where I was telling myself, I need to put this on, and then just completely forgot. Which is something I do quite frequently. I say, I must do this, and then do not do it. That's why I have like a whole checklist of things I need to do. Sunflower has that list, and I continuously forget to actually do it. Nah, it's less forgetting. It's more like I've not had time at the moment. I've been slowly getting on top of a bunch of things in my real life, at least, which has been kind of nice. The house is the cleanest it's been in quite a while. I've been very slowly just like getting on top of little bits of the house that I have not cleaned for ages due to crippling depression. I'm obviously still on my job hunt, trying to get something to give me income. Oh. And that is kind of going. Potentially at the final stages of one chain of job interviews. Might be about to get a job, we'll see. I've got a technical test again on Tuesday. It is the 4th technical test in this series of interviews, which is like utterly ridiculous. The fact that they have had 4 of these is so dumb, but that's what you got to do these days. That is the current state of the job market. People think it is actually appropriate to say, yeah, you must do 4 interviews. 4 technical interviews, I should say. That is not the total interviews. The total interviews are more than that. I have more interviews after the technical one, which is insane, but we'll see, I guess. We will see. Viruses are always bad. Exactly, exactly. My favorite thing is fighting monsters in different areas. Yeah, I do like the different areas and like how there's just, especially the different interactables in every area. It's one of the main things they focused on in this game. The fact that there's just different environmental hazards, that's what I'm looking for. Different areas have different environmental hazards, so it really rewards you for knowing like what's where. And being like, oh, the monster's running here, so I can do this. I only know a couple of them for the Windswood Plains. Is it the Windswood Plains? The Plains, basically. I only know a couple of the things for the Plains. And I'd like to learn them for every map. There's many, many things I'd like to learn in this game. If I do decide to like really sweat at it. Which is something I'll probably do if they ever optimize it. Because at the moment, the main thing that keeps putting me off is just the optimization. The experience of playing the game often just feels so bad that it puts me off the fact that the gameplay is so fucking fun. Oh, I didn't get the offset. Was I too slow? Oh, too early. I guess I was very slightly too early on the offset slash. Or maybe I got hit by the explosion rather than the actual physical attack. Oh, and that just like knocked him flat on his ass. I didn't even get the offset. I need my points, not enough for cheese slap. Wow, sloth's so hard to make cute. We are not hard to make cute. We are easy to make cute. We have look at my fan art channel. Look at me. Are you trying to say I am not cute? All you gotta do is give big eyes. Big eyes, the funny little dark circles that are definitely not sleep deprivation under my eyes. Is this Arkveld a weird color? I'm not sure. It looks sort of bluey, but I don't know if that's just like a lighting thing because of the area. Oh, this guy's about to go falling. Did that do 81 damage? Oh, it's because it's mounted. I think it just does less damage when mounted. Can we cut this tail, please? Yay, we got the tail. There we go. All I had to do was say please. And I'll just hit the head again. As a great sword is wont to do. Alright, he's just having a little tantrum. Having a little tanty. Having a bit of a mentee bee. It's understandable. We all have one or two of those. You're keeping my art style is saying no sloths for you. I am certain you can make it happen. If anyone can do it, it is Yuki. You know what? You know what? I deserve that. I deserve that for trying to tackle through when I was on that low health. For some insane reason, decided to take the risky approach, and this is the reward I get.
More supplies have been added.
Rather than actually take a step back and heal, I say, let's tackle through. And I fucked up the tackle. And I died, which is exactly what we kind of thought would happen. You'll always be cute to me? Oh, thank you, Yuki. You keep my arsehole saying no sloths for you. I'm certain you can do it. But also, please do not push yourself. I always feel weird when people are like doing art for me because like obviously I appreciate it so fucking much, but then how do I say like thank you, but also not lean into my typical self-deprivation of saying do not do anything nice for me because I don't deserve this, you know? It is hard to find that balance. It's hard to... Oh, I was tackling! That's bullshit. I was so in the middle of a tackle there. Oh.
No worries.
Ooh, that was close. And... Oh, that hit. We've got Dragon Blight though! Oh, the Wrath here. Whoop, what is this? Charred Lizard? Wait, ow. Okay, I got hit. I did not even see that coming. What the fuck? It's the football head. Calling me a football head is interesting. People have called me a potato head before, but I think this is the first time someone has compared me to a football. Okay, you're gonna roar at me. Hit me with the... Oh, wow, that connected way sooner than I thought it would. You know what? Alright, you're just not cooperating today, are you? You are dead set on not cooperating. Alright, buddy, alright, buddy, alright. Let's calm the fuck down. Because alright, cooperation was optional. It is appreciated but not mandatory. No, fuck you, it's mandatory. Is this gonna hit? This is gonna be flaccid if it hits. Yeah, it was a flaccid hit. Oh, thank God the Congalala is paralyzed. I needed to know that. Thank you, game. The Congalala that is, I don't even know where, has been paralyzed. Oh, nuke. Jesus Christ, that is actually a nuke. Oh, he's down. He's another TCS into the head. It just does not deal the damage that I kind of feel like it should. I don't know what I'm missing here, honestly. Maybe it's just because I've been playing World too much. So I'm used to seeing what... Whoa. I'm used to seeing what endgame TCS damage looks like. So when I am not getting that here, you know, despite the fact I'm only high rank and not even with best gear to boot, you don't even have endgame weapons or armor fully built yet. You know, when I don't see like the 1000 TCS, it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Ow, that was a bad idea. There's still certainly a lot to be improved. I think I can get this up to be consistently like 400 to 500, which is already like a 2x improvement. But we'll get there eventually. I slap in your steed. Is it steed or stead? In your stead, I suppose. It is an EAD, which would imply it is stead. Steed is, you know, like an animal. Steed is like a horse. Whoop. I guess we're also measuring these hits. We've got an elemental greatsword and we were dragon blighted. So our damage was not considering the elemental component. Which may be why it was looking quite weak, you fucker! I had a perfect TCS there. Oh. Let's see how much this does. That's only 300! Was it because I tackled twice? I know tackling lowers the damage of your TCS, but... Okay, now he's fucking off. Alright, buddy. Alright, I see how it's gonna be.
Anything a monster leaves behind.
Well, there's a shitload of dead Congas here. We may as well... Look at them. They're lined up. It's a Conga line. I'll see myself out. American football head. I don't know what an American football looks like.
So tasty.
Yeah, Penny, welcome in. Thank you so much for the resub. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Pardon? It lagged and instacast its whip. Oh, shit. Wow, way to be inside the enemy. I mean, you know, they'll never expect what is coming from inside. The greatsword is coming from inside the monster. Oh. Oh, I missed. Alright, stay still. Good boy. Does 81 damage, which is nothing, but... You know, it's mounted, so of course it's going to deal less damage. See, that only does like 300. I feel like I should do more than that. I do have my... Yeah, I'm doing my elemental blight damage. Maybe it's not showing elemental damage. Maybe that's the deal. It's about the same damage it was when I was dragon blighted. That was a great block, actually. It's a TCS on the head, I think. I'm like 85% sure that connected. I didn't see the damage numbers, but... Ow. Oh, no! Okay, he's... Oh, no. Didn't target me, at least. Didn't target me. Heal back up. Heal all the way to full. Now we're good. Now we're good. They also make greatsword attacks more even. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. Like... Oh. Oh! Get countered, nerd. Yeah, I was saying, like, the strong charge slash now does more damage. Always, like, compared to how it was in Rise and World. I do like that, honestly. Like, I will say that I never liked how much it felt like TCS was the only thing you should be doing as greatsword. It felt really bad when you missed anything else, and also felt like the whole weapon was either just tackle your way to TCS, or use some kind of skip to TCS. And of course, a lot is still the same because it is still... Yo, Spiri, welcome in! Thank you so much for the resub. How's it going? Oh, we've got our second hype train of the night. Ignore the scam train, guys. Ignore the scam train. Do not fall for it. Ow. I love the little wave emote. It is cute. Usually when I see a cute emote, I like to see where it's from. I like to tab over and see. But I am in the middle of trying not to get my ass kicked right now. Oh, get offset slashed, you absolute nerd. Offset, oh! Offset slash into the TCS, into the head for the kill. That's why we are here. That was fucking sick. That was dirty. We're committing war crimes out here. Illy homie just woke up. I'm still out of town. Wait, you were streaming out of town? Also, thank you for the hydrate. I'm done with my tea now, so I can actually hydrate with water. I have some big sips because I actually am not as well hydrated when I'm off stream. One of the downsides of me taking a week-long break from streaming is that I was not hydrated well enough. I don't have people in my chat doing the redeem hydrate and shouting at me to drink. And I just literally forget. I often do not actually get thirsty. It is weird. Like, I will sometimes go like a whole day without drinking. And I know that is really fucking bad, but I forget to drink. I don't get thirsty. There's probably a condition. There's probably some kind of... Oh, there's a crown. That was a silver crown Arkfeld. Let's go. That's cool. My crown hunt, I was going to say begins, but it's definitely not the beginning of my crown hunt. I have hunted at least one other crown, but we are a step closer, I suppose. Easy. Exactly. Easy. We dunked on it. I streamed in my hotel room. Nice. What are you out of town for, if I may ask? Doing God's work, making sure it stays extinct. I love the idea that we're just playing whack-a-mole here. It's just an occasional Arkfeld pops back up and we're just like, get the fuck back down to the grave from whence you came. We just shove it right back in. We make sure to behead it and bury it back where it came from.
Hey.
Can I upgrade this weapon now? I believe I should be able to. Potentially, maybe, possibly. Today? Question mark? Do we have enough? Wait, I clicked the wrong button. Do we have enough? No! Oh, we got nowhere near enough. Wait, what the fuck? Do we only get 2 per hunt? Because if that's fucked up, that is insane. Is there a better way to farm them than just getting 2 from every, like, 5 to 8 star Arkfeld gore hunt? Great Sword Dictatorship? We just be out here true charge slashing. The mandate says all will TCS. The wilds have fallen. Billions must TCS. That was hard work with laggy chains. I guess that's what I get for UK to Australian servers. Usually the ping is not that bad. Like, especially on other games. The other Monster Hunter games I've played in the past. There's not been a problem with playing on different servers. So it's interesting that it's becoming a problem in wilds. Because like we were saying, that usually the way monster behavior goes is that it is scripted based on the seed. Of like the seed that's generated at the start of the hunt. And very few things tend to interrupt that. But I guess it has been somewhat interrupted by the fact that people have been... Maybe because it's like high-ish rank, like maybe because it's high rank and the monster gets staggered more often, it's more noticeable when their ping actually matters. I don't know. He has 2 chains. My boy's a rapper, he's 2 chains. Wait, how do you only have 2? I have like 17. Open world makes it harder for the seed. Oh, that's a good point. That could indeed be a problem. But yeah, I just have 2. I do not know why I only have 2. I had a bunch, I crafted a bunch, but I've also not hunted a bunch of endgame monsters, which could be why. I used a bunch for, I think my armor. I think all my armor pieces required it, right? Did it? If I check. If I want to forge it, okay, no, that did not require it. Fuck, I pressed the wrong button.
Catch your eye?
Yeah, okay, so my headpiece required it. Which why do I keep right-clicking? I keep right-clicking to think it's going to show more options. There's usually a context in every other window. Like 1, 2, maybe, I don't know. A few of my armor pieces used it, I guess. 2 of them did. Okay, that doesn't add up. I don't know where it's all gone then. I'm so out of, I don't know where they've gone. Uh-oh, it's time for the dad joke of the day. Why did the electric car feel discriminated against? That's because the rules weren't current. Swallow terminal dad jokes of the day. That is so base. People just jump between streams dropping dad jokes. Welcome in Swole Tadpole though. Great name and a great intro message. I hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having an excellent day or night. A great time zone. I don't know if Grass is still here to yell at me for stealing his saying, but I hope you're having an excellent time zone. We do love dad jokes here. They are like 50% of my bread and butter. 50% of my brand is just making really shitty dad jokes. And the other 50% is, I don't know, just crashing out. Because everyone likes watching a sloth crash out, apparently. As a sign to stop Arkvale from coming back, what's the updated transmog fit? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by updated transmog? I'm wearing just random armor at the moment because I do eventually need to get myself a proper setup. Thank you. I got a bit of lore with the name, so I appreciate the compliment. I'd love to hear the lore behind Swole Tadpole. I mean, obviously it rhymes, which is a good start, but where does it go from there? Is that just regular armor spheres? That is so useless. I have, like, utterly no use for that. I do need a heavy armor sphere. Complete all research, help monsters, bounties. That sounds like something that could be good to get. Ah, so it's all of these. It's saying if I complete all of these, I get that. And get hard armor sphere, get a heavy armor sphere. Heavy is the... Have I had heavies before? Or have I only been using hards?
Hey.
I need to double check this. I'm pretty sure I've had a bunch of heavies before.
Catch your eye?
So if I go here and go like upgrade. No, oh wait, no! I have not been getting heavy armor spheres apparently.
Done already?
So you can get things up, there is a tier above hard that I've apparently just not been getting. That'd be good to have, I guess. That would make upgrading significantly easier. Alright. If anyone has any more monsters that can give us the Hunter, what do you call them? The Hunter Certificate 3s, that would be kind of cool if you could post them. Otherwise, I guess I will look around and see if there are any in any of the locales. For Greatsword, I want the Poison King. I'll have to see what that looks like. I pressed the wrong button. I need to press M and then R. Good one. I'm back. Welcome back, Justin. Is there any of those not Elder Dragon fuckers flying around? Is this going to tell us, in fact? Why is it so hard to click? I do not see any here, at least. This is one of the few times I've ever actually engaged with this system that lets you check what monsters are going to be around and when. There is a gore that's going to be... Wait, is there a gore here right now? Is that what that is telling me? Doesn't seem like it because I do not see a gore. I don't understand how this works. Thank you for the cheese, though, Justin. Need 400 more points for the cheese slap. There you go. Justin gotcha. Justin getting you the cheese. I'm done with studying. Let's go. Good job. I'm proud of you, Justin. You're doing the... I was going to say you're doing the Lord's work. You're doing good work for yourself. Not really the Lord's work, but work that you, in future, will appreciate. I do not understand. Also, is that just a regular gore? Like, is there a chance it is tempered? No, because, okay, look, there's a tempered gore. There's going to be a tempered gore in... Is that saying 25 minutes? There's going to be a tempered gore? Am I reading that correctly? Do I understand? If so, that's kind of useful. Will the Lord be proud of me? Maybe. Maybe. Or he's like squinting at you thinking, what the fuck is that guy doing? I feel like that is what he is doing consistently with me. He's like, I gave this guy free will and he chooses to do that? There's going to be an Arkveld here in like 45 minutes, I think. It's kind of cool that you can actually look at that, and it has some reason to engage with the open world, which is nice. I kind of wish the world was just more interconnected so that you could easily just go from one location to another rather than fast travel. But it's more just like, you know, a bunch of separate areas that are connected without loading zones. It's a step towards being a full open world, but it's not really open. It's more like tunneled, I suppose. A tunneled world, if you will. All right, so back in the day, I used to stream, and when I started, originally what did I need to be? The Zooted Poliwrath. Because my Poliwrath is my favorite Pokemon. However, I thought about it, and I thought if I ever got big, I didn't want Nintendo to sue me. So I came up with a few off-brand copyright compliant names, and thus Swole Tadpole was born. I mean, no lie, Swole Tadpole is far better than Zooted Poliwrath. Like, Poliwrath is cool and all, but Swole Tadpole conjures up such a fantastic mental image. Even if it does, you know, end up coming close to Poliwrath, I guess, now that you've described it, I can definitely see the similarities, but that does fuck, honestly. The idea of just a Swole Tadpole about to just fuck your shit up is very cool. I still prefer this over needing to load into a zone every time I need to get materials. Like, that is fair. I'm not criticizing this at all. I'm just saying, like, I feel like they didn't go far enough with the open world. But perhaps that is a limitation of optimization and such, given how badly optimized it is at the moment with their current approach. They struggled to get it to this point. Maybe with the DLC, I keep thinking to myself, maybe DLC will fix everything. Maybe DLC, maybe. You know, that's going to make it full open world. That's going to implement like whole, entirely new, awesome gameplay loops that really feel like the organic hunting of monsters that we want. But I don't know. We'll see where it goes. At the moment, all I know is that the moment-to-moment hunting is fun as fuck. All the weapons feel fun as fuck. I actually want to keep learning new weapons. It's so hard because Greatsword is so insanely fucking fun, but all the other weapons are as well. So I am trying to find it in me to play other weapons while also wanting to play, you know, the Greatsword that I'm enjoying. I just enjoy everything. I want super cute armor, and for my cat, I love my cat armor. Look at my cat. Look at my guy. He's a brain with tentacles. He's so good. Have you fought a Gypceros? I have fought a Gypceros, yes. The funny little having a nap in the middle of battle creature. I remember him back in the days of old. He was a banger. Everyone's fallen for it. Everyone fell for the Gypceros trick at least once. Apparently I haven't fought one. Really? That is crazy. I wonder if there are any... No, I have fought every monster at least once because I got the achievement for it. Love this lore? I know, it's great. When to say hi to Vi, I got roped into For Honor. You just emerged out the other side. It's the fucking Rick and Morty, man. It's like, all right, in and out, 20-minute adventure. And you just come out the other side, just like fucking bowling. Yo, what greatsword is that? That's a sick design. This is the Archveld greatsword. It does fuck, doesn't it? Absolute banger. Look at that. It has jiggle physics. My greatsword has jiggle physics. Don't you love that? Heavy bowgun is ridiculously better in wilds. Free unlimited pierce ammo and free shield mod. That sounds crazy. Like, every weapon does feel so much better, to the point where I'm kind of concerned about balance. Like, everything feels so good that it makes you wonder, like, how do they introduce difficulty? Because it is, like, there's always been a case where I guess if you're good enough, then you can avoid everything. But the tools they've really given to hunters are so much better than in any other game. Like, you have so much power. Every weapon has some combination of offset slashes, or perfect dodges, or perfect parries, or something like that. Some kind of way to really keep up the aggression and to give you a level of safety that no Monster Hunter game has ever given you before. And I'm not necessarily criticizing it for that, because it is hella fun for sure, and that is one of the big reasons why everything feels so fun. But I do worry that the only way from here that they can really make the game harder is to just crank numbers up. Give monsters lots of health, give them lots of damage. Because complex movesets and attacks that would otherwise be difficult to avoid become drastically less impactful when the tools you have to avoid those are so powerful and so numerous. Has anyone chucked a quest up? No, no one's chucked a quest up. Good. I was worried I was sitting here yapping when no one had, when someone was waiting on me. I'm gonna double check if there's anything else I can do to get the certificates. Hunter Certificate 3, I think that's what it's called. Monster Hunter Wilds. All the Archveld things look good as fuck. Yeah, everything does. There's a lot of insanely dope shit. Most weapon designs in this game are actually just banger. Like, insanely fucking good, honestly. It's nuts. I'm pretty sure it is just the Archveld and Gormagala Tempered Hunts that are like 5-star above. Or HR7, actually. Wait, it's not even 5. HR5 Tempered Monsters are symbol 1s. Okay, interesting. So that is even harder to get than I thought. Damn, that's wild. I'm so excited for the DLC designs because they went above and beyond for Iceborne. But then again, Iceborne had really bad base designs. It was really boring. They've obviously just gone whole hog from the start here. They've gone all out. I'm more excited for the DLC to see just where they take the game from here. Because there's really good foundation. I think the base game here, the hunting is the best it has felt since like GU. And GU was peak Monster Hunter. So comparing this to GU is just about the single highest compliment I can give the game. Like, everyone knows that I am a GU glazer. I fucking love Monster Hunter GU. I want to get back into it, man. But, you know, GU was amazing. GU was incredible. GU was an absolute fucking 10 out of 10 game. But yeah, the gameplay here feels just as good as it did in GU. But I'm wondering what they introduced from here. They've got a really good winning design, so it's going to be, I guess, a matter of reinforcing that, doubling down on it, making the gameplay loop even more fun and interesting and engaging. I think making the movesets faster as the rank goes up, that, like, they always do that as well, and that will definitely help. But again, it's a case of as long as you can react to it, then you're fine, right? You can just parry, you can dodge, you can get your perfect block, you can offset. Okay, offsets are okay. Offsets are the hard bit. Offsets are not broken, in my opinion. Offsets are a good example of introducing meaningful counterplay that is pretty skill expressive. Really requires mostly prediction, actually. Like with my greatsword, I still suck at. I actively suck at hitting all of my counters, hitting my offsets. I am just tackling through everything, basically. That's been my approach. Because getting the offset requires you to be charging it up before the monster often even begins their attack. You've got to predict what attack they're going for. If you get it right, it's sick as fuck, it feels great. But if you do not get it right, then you've wasted a lot of time and potentially had to interrupt a combo that could have ended in a TCS. Or maybe you could have tackled and had a TCS ready to go. So it's really a sort of balancing act. You've got to get it correct, be sure the monster's going to target you, which is very hard in multiplayer especially. Whereas a lot of the other weapons, their parries, their dodges, have little to no drawbacks. Jiu was my first Monster Hunter, so I'm a little biased. I mean, it's hard not to be biased, even if it wasn't your first Monster Hunter. It was my... It was not my first. It was... I went 3U, 4U, Rise, GU. So it was my fourth. I went 3U, 4U, Rise, GU... I guess I played G, but I don't really count G because I didn't play it much, and it also did not have endgame. So it was whatever. Technically, it was like 3U, 4U, G, Rise, GU, World, and now Wilds. But GU is just insane. GU is so fucking good. And if you can get into the old school Monster Hunter, if you can put up with, I guess, the lack of niceties that are present in modern Monster Hunter, then it is a banger game, and I cannot recommend it enough. It is so much fucking fun. One question, since I didn't get to 2 yet, how could I even have joined you on the last hunt? I never really cared about online co-op hunting. I was unable to do the right steps to join a single hunt. So we have a pinned message that gives you the code for our squad. So all you need to do is, I think you can actually do it from the menu. You go here, you go... It is here somewhere. Give me a second. I am shit at figuring out stuff. There's squads somewhere. Where is squad management? Yeah, manage squads. So you go here, you go manage squads. You go join new squads. Squad ID search. And then you just chuck in the code that we've got up there. And that'll let you join the squad. And from there, either on the title screen or if you're in the game by talking to Armor, you can go over... when you get to this screen, like this is on the title screen as well. You just go lobby search, squad lobby search, and you select Sloths Incorporated. And you can just hunt with us. As long as you're in the lobby, then you can see all quests that are posted by lobby members, so you can just join us on those quests. And also if you're in the lobby, then you'll see people who are loading in that lobby. So yeah, it's kind of complicated outside of that, which has been one of the main criticisms of the game. They've really been having some problems around making it as seamless as it's been in other games. But I find the easiest way is to just join the squad. And it's also fun to just have a lot of people in the squad. Eventually we'll get a bunch of people active in it, we'll all be hunting at the same time, and it'll be cool. I love my dual blades. The dual blades look very fun. I've seen several people doing it, and I've seen the whole Beyblade down the spine, which I know has been around since... I think it's been around since World, actually. But I haven't played it since then. I haven't played it since 3U, in fact. 3U was the last time I really got into dual blades. It looked fun in GU, but I never got around to it. But I do want to try it in Wilds now. It looks like a lot of fun, especially with its perfect dodge. It's got the perfect dodge from GU back. Man, everything is a GU callback. I'm just a GU glazer. Everything is GU if you squint hard enough. Offset, focus mode, and wounds are all great additions. I just think they need to nerf the damage and stagger from wounds a bit. I think wounds are in a good spot, honestly. I feel like wounds should be high damage, high stagger, high impact. Because that is what the whole gameplay loop is. The gameplay loop should be rewarding you for causing wounds and then breaking those wounds. Perhaps the problem lies with the skills that are giving wounds, like maybe Flair is a bit of a problem. Maybe some of the other skills focused on wounds are a bit strong. I mean, they are all meta at the moment. I don't know if they'll nerf those. They don't tend to nerf skills. Or maybe they do. I wasn't around when world was being balanced. But I think wounds are in a pretty cool spot. And I wouldn't want them to be nerfed because I feel like they are meant to be the it factor. They're meant to be the thing that makes this game. They are the gimmick of this game. So they should be big, they should be impactful, they should be fun. Maybe make them less common so that they feel special when they actually happen. But their actual impact, I think, should remain very high. I was honestly excited for the new areas we'll get. A bog swamp could be cool. Damn it, we got Miyazaki in our chat. Is Miyazaki ready to put a poison swamp in my fucking Monster Hunter game? Damn, I'm a freaking tourist. I joined in World. Everyone joins it somewhere. Everyone joins somewhere. I do occasionally act like a little bit of an elitist and give shit to people who joined in the new world, the new era, the post-GU era, but I don't know. That is just me being old and trying to feel a little bit better about myself for having played this series for like 14 years. I went back and tried World and I felt so stiff after playing Wild so much. Yeah, if you find Wild stiff, you're going to think that GU is literally just a fucking rock. It is a rock that just doesn't have any flexibility in the slightest. But and that's like at first. It is very much a very slower paced game. It is very deliberate, very intentional. And even more so if you go back further, you go like the 4U, GU, FU era. Those games are so stiff, so much about positioning rather than reaction and counters and stuff. It is a very different style of game. Still very fun, very rewarding in a different way. But it lacks so many of the things that make modern Monster Hunter so accessible. I do think what World did is what was required to make it mainstream. And I think it is not... I don't think it is better or worse. I think it has introduced many things that have made the series better. And it has probably made some things that are, you know, arguably too quality of life. They've removed too much of the DNA of the series. But it's a hard balancing act. And ultimately, what was done was necessary to make this the popular game that it is today, the popular series it is today, that has reached so much of the masses. So I appreciate it for that. Because before World, it was a niche series. It was not that big. It was not that popular. It was so bad that 3U, they did not think 3U would succeed in the West. So Western copies of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate have invisible buffs to the player compared to the Japanese version, which fucking is like brutal. I'm like, no way. We get like defense up buffs compared to the Japanese version. The hidden defense up buffs that the Japanese version does not have, just because they thought it would be too hard for the West. That gives you an idea on just like how obscure this series was and how it really was not penned for success in the West. Got a skedaddle? No stress, Saudi. Saudi? Gutsy. I keep seeing Saudi Demon. When are you changing your name back to Gutsy Demon? This is confusing. I do not like it. And Tycoon, every time I see your name, I think it says Tylenol for some reason. So there you go, a fun random fact of my sleep-deprived brain. They can just make wounds appear less often, but I personally love them. That's exactly it. Like, maybe make them less frequent. Or maybe lower the effectiveness of Flare. I don't know. I think it's good as it is, honestly. I don't think any of the wounds need balancing at the moment, but I would probably need to play a lot more. I need to get to endgame, need to have proper endgame armor and hunt a lot more like tempered 7-8 star gores and arcvelds before I have a proper opinion, I think. Oh fuck, you're Gutsy. I keep fucking hell. I'm saying Gutsy is Saudi. I mean, that is why his name is Saudi Demon. It was part of a joke where everyone was pretending to be Saudi. It was in Grass's chat, actually. Everyone was being Saudi. We had, obviously, Saudi Plays. We had Saudi Demon. We had Loudy Plays. We had... Do we have Rowdy? Was there a Rowdy in our chat? I do not remember. There were a bunch of people pretending to be Saudi, which was extremely funny. I thought you were joking. Who was joking? Who was joking? The gameplay feels a lot more engaging. It does. The gameplay is really fun. It is really quick and impactful and just kind of snappy. Whereas in previous games, it was very much a case of you have to position yourself well. You have to play really well to get a reward. And it made the smaller hits feel more rewarding than even some like the big hits in this game. Because it would be a kind of case of you have to work really hard to get your hits. You have to position properly. You are slow. You are cumbersome. The monsters have all the power. And that is now kind of reversed. And I don't know if that is something that I consider like integral to the DNA of Monster Hunter or not. I'm still deciding how much I like the fact that this game is the game makes you so powerful, basically. Wild makes you so powerful. And Rise did that to a lesser Actually, probably to a greater extent, in fact. And I do think Rise went way too far. Rise made you feel like it was just a fucking ninja game. Like, I still love Rise, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on it, but I think it went too far in terms of taking Monster Hunter's direction away from the sort of deliberate, slow, methodical gameplay that it was rooted in. Wilds has actually dialed it back a bit. Wilds is still further along than World was, but I think it has introduced, again, I think a lot of things that have gone both ways. A lot of things that are good, a lot of things that are potentially less than ideal. I really like some of the quality of life, like Focus Mode. Focus Mode and Wounds are my favorite additions in Wilds. I think those feel Monster Hunter. They are fucking fantastic. The ability to just aim things, thank you. That is one of the things that has been needing in Monster Hunter for a long time. And I'm sure there are many veterans who would dislike it, but the fact that you do not just get punished because the monster has moved like 5 pixels away, it sucks. It's annoying. It's frustrating. I've hated it even in World. It's the reason I dropped Greatsword in World. You know, I played the Wilds demo and I said, yeah, I can't go back to not being able to aim my TCS. That feels so bad. And, you know, it is now Wilds. I can now aim it. It feels better. It is actually so much fun. It is why I finally clicked with Greatsword. Greatsword was just a little too cumbersome before. And yeah, it's still slow. It still requires charging. It still requires prediction. It still requires you to understand the monster and to take risks and to potentially tackle through attacks. It has all of that in the DNA, but now it has just that bit of quality of life that it really needs to feel impactful. You still have to invest into your attacks, but you are not punished overly severely, in my opinion, for when the monster moves a little too much. I have no brain power. That is understandable. I have no brain power either. Shooting your homework? What was that? I saw a party. That was probably Toothless. That was the Toothless dance party. Toothless can have a dance party on my stream. I need to show you how to set these up one day. Neko, you seem to like them that much that you can set them up on your own stream if you want. They're all through Tangier. It's all free. Very, very easy to set up. I'll send you the link, actually. I'll send you the link on Discord. You can have a look if you like. And then you can have your own bananonas, your own dance parties, your own cheese slaps. It's very simple, very cool, very fun. Fatalis was a fucking menace. I wonder how he would do in Wilds. I cannot remember. How far in are you, Thanubis? Are you endgame? I'm just happy to have a new Monster Hunter game. Yeah, it is cool. Like, I like it. Do not get me wrong. I think once this is optimized, once they fix out all of the... I'm sorry, Evo. I've been yapping here this whole time. You've probably just been waiting for a hunt. They've been... Like, once they actually fix the scuff that is plaguing it at the moment and they make it optimized and actually good to play on PC, it will probably rise up to be one of my favorite Monster Hunter games. Like, this has potential to be top 2 alongside GU. Or like top 3 alongside GU and 4U. Like the 3 games that I fucking adore with all of my heart. I think it will definitely be better than World, Rise, and 3U in my opinion. So we'll just have to see where it goes from there. But yeah, I don't know how much more I want to play it, honestly, in its current state. Because it's just, I'm constantly having problems. I'm constantly disliking it. I'm constantly thinking to myself, I am so sick of how poorly made this game is. But I want to play the game. I just don't think I can really stream it. I can play it much better offline. Offline, when I'm not streaming, when I'm not dealing with encoding and stuff, it is far easier to deal with. But online, while streaming, while trying to do transcoding, trying to have OBS and everything else that I need open, it just doesn't work out for me. So we'll see where we go from next week. I did want to stream this a lot more. I want to do stream collabs and stuff. I had many big plans for the game. I just did not expect it to run this shit and give me this many problems. I think the scuff has been one of the big things that has prevented me from, I guess, playing this a lot more and having all those goals that I wanted to. Like, the performance has been so bad that I've just kept pushing it back, saying, all right, well, when my game is stable, when my computer stops crashing, when I stop freezing and stuff, then I can stream with other people. Then I can have cool collabs and stuff. But that's kind of getting kicked down the road further and further because I have not managed to solve those problems. And I'm just waiting on Capcom to fix it now. In 9 days? All right, 9 days we finally get Gutsy back. You're just not built for big stick copium. Bruh, I don't have the patience. I get pissed off too much. I feel like Greatsword was okay until World. When they changed the focus to TCS. Was it World that they made TCS or was it GU? I feel like TCS was the big problem, right? Because TCS changed how Greatsword worked. Greatsword was very much a hit and run weapon that was rewarded for knowing the monster patterns, positioning yourself right, getting a nice draw attack off, hitting with a big like, you know, punching draw or a crit draw or something, sheathing again, and rinse repeat. And then they changed it to the TCS focus, and TCS is just so cumbersome, so slow, so awful that it really marked a point where the Greatsword was no longer interesting to me, and it became just too annoying to deal with. I'm not good at setting things up. I'm not good with tech. I'll send you the link. I think you can do it because it is really as simple as you log into the website, you set up, like, you log into the website, they give you a link, you create a new browser source in OBS that is the size of your screen, and you set the link to that. It is, if you can set up a browser source in OBS, which you've almost certainly done if you have notifications, then you can do this. It is that simple. I have another friend who was able to set it up, and she is also notoriously bad at tech. So even people who do not know tech, hey, here she goes. Yeah, literally, I'm saying I have a friend who can't do it, who can't do tech, and she shows up to say, I did it. There you go. Rev set it up, and Rev doesn't know tech. So if Rev can do it, you can do it. How far in Wilds or World? In Wilds. So sheer but hard. Okay, Justin's just saying. I was making sure I was not doing spoilers, but there you go. Justin just dropping shit. Me and my friend are Wilds together. Someone in the community got the game for both of us. Yo, big W to that. I got gifted this by one of my community members as well. We actually modeled our character after her. Modeled a character after Sunflower, who got us this. W Sunflower. If you do another hunt today, I need the ID to join. It isn't pinned. It's still pinned on my screen, but some people have been saying that they can't see it. Did it Okay, I don't know why. You can do !squad if you would like the code. I'll do that now. We won't be hunting again tonight, but you can join in, and I'll be hunting again sometime in the near future. If I'm not hunting on stream tomorrow, then you can still join. You can still hunt in the squad lobby, and if I'm ever online and playing, I'll probably be in the squad lobby as well, so you can catch up with me and still hunt with me offline. But as it stands, I don't know what I'll be doing next week. Wilds has been a bit of a problem. I'd planned to play it for far longer than I have, but it's sort of just fallen apart. The state of the game is just unacceptable, and I can't stream it as it is. Hey, you were saying it yourself. Would like to help me join in the Hards. Would like to help me get Jindahar's sword. We can definitely do that another time. Oh, there we go. You joined. We can do that another time for Nubis, but for now at least, I'm probably going to log off. It is past midnight. It's past when I normally stop streaming. I'm definitely starting to feel my meds and my coffee start to wear off. So it's a good time for me to call it before I crash entirely. I'm finished. I've got at least one maxed out artisan weapon for each weapon type and just working towards getting every item. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Well, I would just imagine it's going to be like Zoshir. Because Zoshir is basically like all... I mean, it's not just Fatalis. It's like every Fatalis plus a few other Elder Dragons combined, which is pretty cool. But we've seen at least a little bit of a teaser for what we can expect with Fatalis. What's your kitty name? Our kitty name is Scuttle. It is named after my pet, my actual cat, IRL. Which is a chance for me to plug the Discord. I have pictures of him in the Discord. You can come join our Discord. Join the community. Go to the Aminals channel. It is actually Aminals, not animals. Aminals, you go there. You can see pictures of Scuttle. I posted one a couple of days ago, in fact. Hello. Fatalis kicked my ass in World. Has easier time with Behemoth. I've not done Behemoth, in fact. I haven't done Fatalis either. We were doing Elatrion, trying to beat Elatrion to get to Fatalis before Wilds dropped. And I was hunting the wrong Elatrion. No one told me that I was hunting the one that had full health and not the one that had like a quarter of its health that you need to kill to get to Fatalis. So we spent the entire time trying to do the full health Elatrion, not succeeding, and as a result, we kind of crashed out and never ended up getting to Fatalis. Whenever I do return to World, though, at the very least, I know what to do. I think Fatalis in World was kind of arse, a little arse. I've heard mixed opinions. People have said that the fight itself is harsh, sometimes unfair, but overall fun, and that it's mostly ruined by the timer. And from everything I can see, I kind of agree with that. Maybe if it had a 45-minute timer, the standard, that would be fine, but yeah, 30 minutes for the final boss of the game that has a metric fuck ton of health and a metric fuck ton of damage, that is the point where I kind of feel like it becomes artificial difficulty. The fact that it puts a shorter than usual timer on your fight against the most final boss in the game is very silly. Feels like it really is the most anticlimactic way to lose, you know? You're at the bitter end, you're both barely alive, on your last legs, and then time's up, you lose, GG. I'm rage quitting? Why are you rage quitting, Rev? What has happened? That's fair, it's completely fair. Found the squad for Hunter Group, how the one-to-one translation from German English would be. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I feel like squad is a kind of shitty name. They should have come up with something far better than just squad. I understand it's supposed to be hard, but 30 minutes was crazy. Yeah. I mean, I will eventually form my own opinion when I do it. I do plan to go back to World. I don't know when. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when it will be, but we'll figure that out. Non-zero chance. It is Monday. Look, I'm just going to figure out how I'm feeling on Monday, what I want to start playing. Because I do not believe we're going to get a Monster Hunter patch in the near future. I kind of want to play something non-committal, just in case I want to swap back to Monster Hunter. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I can do that's sort of a day-by-day thing. What can I play, just like every now and then? Unlocked my Boy the Forgotten, beat the main route, beat Blue Baby, beat Mega Satan, died at the same time as Illyrium. It didn't count as a win. Those are all words. The English language will record that those were all present in at least one dictionary. Guild groups would be better than squads. Yeah, I feel like that is already an improvement. Squads is just such a boring name. Like, squad? Why? Yeah, this is like, oh yes, I'm hunting with the squad. Even guilds would be better. You call it guilds, that would be fantastic. But maybe that's because, there's already the guild. It's like you're hunting by order of the guild. Still could be kind of cool to have a guild though, It's the guild that you're part of. I don't know, and someone at Capcom could have cooked better than that. Play Inscription or Boy. No, wait, is that meant to be or? Is that like Nerd Boy? No, oh, Nerd Boy, I see. When you spell boy like that, I assume it is an acronym for Binding of Isaac. Was he remind me of the Stoat card? The Stoat? See, the thing with Reverie is I never know if it is, number one, her keyboard fucking up, number two, her just misspelling something, or number three, an actual word that I've never heard of. It's a fun little guessing game. Constantly just thrown in the blender, never knowing what's coming next. Buckshot Roulette, $3 and super funny. I have been frequently told that I should play Backshot Roulette. But maybe the video game would be fun too. I should have set it before guilds and just made everyone start guilds. That'd be an interesting idea, yeah. Maybe there's a reason they haven't done that. I don't know. Stoat card in inscription. Can't spell. Well, it looks like you spelt that correctly and then said you can't spell and misspelled spell when saying you can't spell, which is funny. A game I started recently and that I can recommend is Critter Cove, particularly Tropical Animal Crossing. I'm not really into those kind of cozy farming sims, so probably not that. I should probably also leave as well. My CPU does not need to be doing all these extra cycles while I've got Monster Hunter sitting here while I yap. It's sort of just background ambience, but we can have other background ambience. I'm going to hide the stealth activities because that is incorrect. This is not updated for this week. We don't have a schedule for this week because I've stopped streaming for like 5 days. They multiplied to Backshot Roulette and it's even funnier. I have heard that, yes. Backshot is fun. Really fun. Why do I feel like that is copium? Saturday? Sunday? What does this mean? Is it because Sunday is the last day before the weekend? Before the weekend is over because you're about to head back into work and you're trying to cope with that fact? Perhaps. But no, welcome in, Meebo. How are you doing? I see you got a gift from Twitch. What do you mean by a gift from Twitch? As in like my top 3 gifts of all time? Because yes, that was something that happened once upon a time. We did get 93 gift subs from Twitch during our subathon during September of last year. They're doing a thing where every time someone gifted 5 subs, you could potentially, or you would get at least 1 gifted sub from Twitch as a bonus. And it would kind of roll a number. It would determine a number between, I think like 1 and 50 and give you that many extra subs. So it was during our subathon, someone donated, it was Kasai actually. Kasai donated a bunch of subs and Twitch decided, yeah, you hit the jackpot, you get an extra 50 subs. And that's where like half of it came from. It is fun. I understand why people hate it because of the elemental stuff. My biggest problem with it is just the fact that the slinger is so integral to that fight and is so fucking hard to land. The slinger just feels like ass. And no matter what I did, I could not get the slinger to work consistently. Elemental damage is used passively 90% of the game. I don't mind. I don't know how I feel about it, actually. I like the concept of it. I feel like it's just implemented poorly. I'll hate a Sunday afternoon. Well, not the day, but instead the last hour. That is true, yes. It does feel bad because, you're trying to enjoy your fun, but you've got the looming threat of the weekday coming back in. I'm looking for a competitive PvP game. Definitely not. I do not need to get into anything that's going to require that kind of brain power. But no, I will figure it out. And I should probably raid out now. I want to raid out before we got hit by ads, but they're coming now in 40 seconds, and I've run out of snoozes. Wait, hang on. I know what I can do here. I know what I can do, but I do not know if I have the speed to do it. Can I do this? Does that turn off ads? Does that turn off ads for like... Okay, yes, excellent. Ads are no longer happening automatically. I've gotten rid of automatic ads, so I've got like another... I don't know, I've got as much time as I want. We can wrap this up with a little bit more of a leisurely pace before we raid out. You said PvP game, and I just said Minecraft. Oh man, not getting back into Minecraft, I don't think. I've had my day playing Minecraft. I've played many hours of that game. I'd rather prefer somebody to not mention Monday on a Saturday. That is true. I apologize for that. You've walked into me talking about Monday. Let's just be very vague then. We'll talk about games. Talk about just games in general. I used to play PvP in Minecraft. Interesting. I know Kasai used to as well. Kasai was very good at multiplayer Minecraft. Man, I feel like every game that I want to play, every game that has been on my list of things that I want to do on stream is just like, not something I can play at this moment. I guess there are a couple, actually. It's silly of me to say that. There is Inscription as well as... What was it? Inscription and Cult of the Lamb are both games that people have been wanting me to play and that I do, in fact, want to play. So we might play those, honestly. Those are both probably good games to play on stream. Inscription might be a bit less committal than Binding of Isaac, so potentially that. I'm kind of just waiting on... Do we know when we're getting the Path of Exile 2 update? Either the Path of Exile 2 update or the Monster Hunter Wilds update. I think they're both coming next month, though. The Wilds Showcase is on the 25th. I don't know if we have an actual release date for Title Update 1 yet. But if we do, then... I don't know. Those are both things to look forward to. Both things that will probably bring me back to those specific games on stream. I'm trying to get Icebreaker in Destiny 1. Also, let's set the category. Wait, has the category been... No, the category is Wilds. We did set it back. It was just chatting for a while. Hang on, just set game, just chatting. There we go. Waiting super patiently, Wazzy, don't you even know? Super patiently for me to go back to World, is that it? I've been wanting to get into it, but I haven't really seen a reason to. It is so much fun. I'm trying to think of any game that has made me more addicted to it than Path of Exile 2 has. Path of Exile 2 was the most addicted I've been to a game in recent memory. I think Balatro was the last game that ever got me as cripplingly addicted as Path of Exile 2 did. It is so much fun. How many hours do I have in it? I have 342 hours. And the only reason I'm not playing more is because I do not want to burn myself out when they've got like so much more content coming down the pipeline. So I'm basically just waiting for the next update and I'm just getting all the way back into it. I'll play it if you show us the way of Path of Exile 2. I will probably play it on stream whenever they drop patch 0.2. So I am literally just waiting on that. They have on the 27th. Okay, on the 27th, they're going to be dropping more information about 0.2. It's going to have a new class. It's going to have new builds, new items, new skills in the skill tree. It's going to be so good. I am very, very keen. Do we have a release date? PoE 2 0.2 release date. Do we have a release date? Do I know when I can actually look forward to this? Shut up about me having an ad block. I have an ad block because your ads are ridiculous. No, they only have the time for their Q&A about 0.2, which is on the 27th. That's ages away, dude. Oh, yes, give me World. Maybe we do go to World. That's another thing that is like non-committal, and it does keep up with the Monster Hunter theme. Actually, the problem is I do not know if I have it in me. I kind of want to play something that's chill. Reverie, how chill is Inscription? Is Inscription going to make me sweat? Is Inscription going to stress me out? Something that's like pretty chill while I am trying to, I guess, like calm down. While I'm trying to approach streaming as a bit more of a chill hobby. Something I need to do. I'm always look for a new game. I don't understand the card game. The card game as in like Balatro or Inscription. How much does it cost right now? Path of Exile 2, PoE 2 cost. How much is it for early access? The early access supporter pack is 46 Australian. I don't know what that is in like American though. 46 AD to USD. It's like $28. $28 American also. It's pretty chill. I don't play card games and I beat it. Okay, for every... Okay. That sounds pretty cool then. I will consider that. That is high up in the list of things I may play. I did play Tetris and get a very high score. Fun fact, I actually did used to be a bit of a sweat at Tetris. When I was younger, I was the victor in at least one Tetris championship. I have a trophy for it. But yeah, I used to be semi good at Tetris. Used to enjoy it quite a lot. I don't think I would do it on stream because number one, God fucking knows how bad I am after not playing it seriously for over 10 years. And number two, even if I got back to how good I was, that is still nowhere near as good as some people are. Like I was not even goated. I was not literally like some kind of fucking child prodigy. I was just fairly good. Not amazing. Just good enough to beat the people who were in the tournament with me. I did not frequently attend tournaments. This was not even like advertised as a Tetris championship. It was a Tetris championship at an event that I was attending. So it was like all the Tetris players who saw that this was running, who were at this event, who decided to enter. You know, I was better than them. That's about it. Have you ever wanted to play Repo or Balatro? Balatro was one of the games that actually got me my start on this channel. We played Balatro, yeah, over a year ago. Well, not over a year ago, probably a bit less than a year ago at this point. I have a lot of hours in Balatro. Played a absolute metric fuckload. You can look through my clips actually. There's a few clips of me doing some cool stuff in Balatro. I have 214 hours in that game. And when they release the content update that's coming sometime this year, I will be getting back into it as well. We know that there is a massive update coming that's gonna like revamp the game. So that's gonna be very interesting, very exciting. So you can look forward to that if you'd like to see me play Balatro. And as for Repo, I was actually playing Repo yesterday with some friends. So I've played it twice now, I think. I need to figure out why my mic doesn't work in that game. It's kind of annoying. DVD is doing a collab with Balatro. I saw that, yeah. They've got the Huntress. What are they? There's Huntress, Trapper, and Legion. Legion of all people is in the fucking game. Why Legion? Like, who the fuck wants Legion? Get the fuck out of here, edgy little teenager ass. We don't want you as our representation in Balatro. I don't understand Balatro. Balatro is, I don't know, it's not that hard to get into, I don't think. If you understand poker, then you're well on your way to just understanding how Balatro works. If you want to get like really sweaty at Balatro, then yeah, it is a little bit more difficult. But I think that's like it. That's it in terms of, what is the word I'm looking for? That is it in terms of difficulty. Like at its base, it is not that hard. If you understand poker, you're most of the way there. Then when you get to like really sweating, you got to understand things like economy. You got to understand risk reward. You got to understand plus scaling, like plus malt scaling, X malt scaling, balancing chips and malt, safeguarding against bad blinds. There's a lot that goes into it if you're trying to complete the game on like gold stake difficulty, which is something I'd like to do. I'd like to beat every deck on gold stake. I don't know how far in I was. I've got all but 3 achievements. One was to complete every challenge run. One is to complete every deck on gold stake. And then the last one is to complete gold sticker on every Joker. And that last one is fucking nuts. Completionist plus plus is a revolting achievement. 0.3% of people have it. I'd love to see Nat try that. Just tell her, ooh, look, achievements. And watch her waste her life trying to get completionist plus plus. I know one person who did it on stream. That was Third SP. He's a cool guy. He rated me a bunch when we were playing Balatro. But yeah, he's really fucking good at the game. I learned a lot by watching him. Wait, why do you play Path of Exile 2 over normal Path of Exile? There is a lot. Like Path of Exile 1, I tried to get into Path of Exile 1 and I just couldn't. I really, really tried. But there is so much to that game that is both unfriendly to new users, and there's just a lot of content there that you kind of have to ingest to be able to play properly. It has the results of about a decade and a half of development and events and leagues that have all been incorporated into the game. And if you do not understand those, if you don't take the time to learn those and learn crafting and learn the ecosystem that has built up around all of that time, in addition to all of the complexities that are built into the game, you know, as a core, you probably can't play it. You will have a lot of difficulty. Comparing that to Path of Exile 2, Path of Exile 2 is much more streamlined. It takes a lot of approaches to, I guess, things like crafting and gearing that are easier to understand, that remove unnecessary complexity, while still having huge amounts of depth in terms of skill expression, builds, and all that good stuff. It also is like brand new, so it's a chance to get in before they add all of the different mechanics. before they have 10 different leagues, each of which adding in a new event, a new mechanic that you need to understand that interacts with crafting. Hang on a second. I gotta plug my phone in. It's died. It's basically just your chance to get into the game early and enjoy all of that. It's lacking a lot of content, but that is also something to be expected when the game is advertised and priced as early access. But even early access, God, it is fun. God, it has more content than some full release games. This game with early access has more content and is higher polish than like Diablo 4 was at release, which is just insane. But that also goes to show just like what an absolute shit show Diablo 4 was. I always see people mention it, but I have no clue what it is. Balatro is a deck building poker roguelike game. If you look at some gameplay on YouTube, you would get the hang. You'd understand what it is, but it's very fun. Basically, I highly recommend checking it out. If it ever goes on sale, pick it up, and you will probably regret it, but that's only because it will consume your life. What's your top 10 favorite games to stream, chill, and play? In terms of chill, like I don't play a lot of games that I would consider very chill. Balatro is one of the more chill games I have played on stream. And like when people raid me, I will say that I am both cozy and chaotic. But in reality, I am often not very cozy. It is far more chaotic these days. And thank you for the basketball dribbling there, Rev. Heading and flipping. Yeah, it's far less cozy these days and more chaotic. But back in the day, it used to be cozy because I played a bit of Balatro. Balatro and Bloons are probably the two cozy games that I play. Other than that, a lot of the games I play are just very similar to Monster Hunter or Dark Souls style, or games that are like very sweaty, I suppose. Games with lots of action, lots of like difficulty, because that's the kind of games that I just enjoy playing. I am trying to understand Balatro, but I suck at it. It is hard to get into, especially if you've never played a roguelike before. There you go. Mibo's got the description of it there. But yeah, I guess like those are the only two games that I've played that I consider like chill. I like to stream Dark Souls at some point. I don't know exactly what I'd do because I've played through that game many times. So it would not be like a blind playthrough. I wanted to do a crowd control playthrough, but I cannot get that working on Linux, which is quite disappointing. I thought it would be very fun if I had an opportunity for you guys to just screw me over. Licking is not flirting, Rev. I know you are autistic, but we can work on this. We can get you to a point where you can properly flirt. But licking is not that. But yeah, I can't get that working, so that is on hold until I figure out either a way to get that working or we get official Linux support from crowd control. And I'm not holding my breath for that. Is Path of Exile similar to Diablo? Yes, they are both ARPGs, and Path of Exile 2, or Path of Exile was heavily inspired by Diablo 2. It was literally built to replicate the success of Diablo 2. And obviously it's become its very own thing from there. But they still share that core DNA of an ARPG. The isometric viewpoint, the whole like looter, blow up the screen, upgrade gear style. Like many of the mechanics are very similar. If you've played Diablo, then you'll immediately feel familiar with Path of Exile. At the very least, like the core mechanics. When you get into things like crafting, gearing, and stuff, that's where it diverges quite considerably. But at its core, it is a very similar game, yes. I saw someone kill a Lachon before it does its ultimate. You didn't get hit once. I mean, speedrunners are kind of crazy like that. Nighty night was a good night, Rev. I'll see you tomorrow for D&D. Minecraft modded server. I did a little bit of modded Minecraft at one point. I had Friends Fridays going on with Rose, Nat, and first my friend Skunk, and then Mirror. We were playing modded Minecraft, but then they got bored of that, so we moved on. I literally still have that hosted on my fucking computer. I'll be opening up a Minecraft server eventually for the community. Once I can get a job and afford a VPS so that I can actually hide my IP so you guys can't fucking dox me, I will open up the Minecraft server that I have hosted on my computer. And we can have a community Minecraft. I think that'd be kind of fun. I like Sunhaven. That's my favorite cozy game. Got a dribble lick Wazzy? No. Yeah, I don't get into those kind of games. I have, what is it called? I have the funny, what is that game? Why am I mind blanking? Stardew Valley. I have Stardew Valley, but I just could never get into it because it's, I don't know, not my style of game. Maybe it could be my style of game. I've just never given it a fair enough shot. Maybe I should try it sometime. All DLCs, my friends are fun. My friends can have fun. That is nice. That is very considerate of you. I didn't even know there was DLC for Sunhaven. I don't know much about the game. All right, I feel like I've probably yapped enough. I meant to end half an hour ago, and I kind of got caught yapping and just chilling. But yeah, it was good to be back at least. Despite the fact we had scuffed, despite the fact we crashed, it was good to see you all. And yeah, it's just nice to be here. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all once more. Hopefully I'll be back more often. This is hopefully the only time I need to actually take a bit of an extended break. I say extended, it was like 5 days. But it was good to just take a breather and deal with some IRL stuff. It's kind of getting overwhelmed and couldn't keep up with stream. At the same time, we're gonna go find somebody to raid though, and I actually know who we are going to go raid. Someone I have been meaning to raid for a while, a friend of mine. They're usually not online at the same time. 100 points for that cheese slap. I'll give it to you just this time. Give you a free cheese slap as a treat. And you can save it up for next time. Next time you get your streak rewards or whatever. Oh, there you go. One from Justin and one from me. I would play Stardew with you. Perhaps one day. Perhaps one day we could do that. Sorry, I've been in and out. No stress. There's never any pressure for anyone to stick around and keep watching. If you're able to lurk, or hell, even if you can't lurk, if you just drop in and say hi whenever you can, that is more than I could ever ask for. So thank you very much. But yeah, I'm going to be thinking about what I'll be doing next week. And moreover, thinking about some of the stuff I want to do on the channel going ahead. I want to find some really fun, unique ideas. I keep looking for my identity as a streamer, and I've got some cool ideas that I think might really take this channel to another level. So yeah, we'll see where we go. Worst case scenario, it turns out to be mega scuff, and look, at least that's on brand. Cheese for the win. We love our cheese. I've been in and out the whole time, just been in and out of sleep. Oh, yeah, well, definitely sleep if you need it. Look after yourself. Rest is important, I say as someone who does not rest enough, honestly. But we're going to go raid. This person's also playing Monster Hunter, so it is, at the very least, a continuity of games. If we ignore the fact that we've been yapping for a while. Alright, get the slaps out of you. Get the cheese slaps out. I'm gonna go say hi to Sasuke Cat. She's playing Monster Hunter Wilds. She's cool. She's a friend of Astral's and a friend of ours. So go grab your raid messages. Top of your sub. Second, if you are not subbed. And you can come join me on all of my socials as well. We're on Discord, TikTok, and YouTube. TikTok and YouTube, I'll especially be uploading shorts sometime in the near future when I can actually just get my shit together and upload all of the already edited videos that I have just continued to forget to do. But until next time, have a great day or night, whatever it is where you are. And I'll catch you all again tomorrow, 8 PM Australian time. We'll be doing some kind of community games. I'm not quite sure what they'll be. We'll discuss it in the Discord. So again, join if you want to vote. Yeah, we'll figure out what we're playing. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Not work well on my phone? That's alright. That's alright. I do not know what we can do otherwise. That's alright. You can just say sloth raid or something. Alright, bye-bye everyone.